Hello and welcome to the Velvetiki Room. I can see that we've got 3 people watching already. Hello. Paul will be with us shortly. He's still doing things. He got home late. So I will try to get the party started without him. Hi, Eric. Good to see you.
Oh, good chance with that,
there
huh?
he is. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, good. He gave me a water. I don't have anywhere to put it. Okay.
Isn't that the rub?
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you.
Little tight in here. Oh, you know what?
I know.
I didn't get to do this part there. Because you
Hi, Mom.
you want to start the whole broadcast with a few cheers and a few.
A hair in my eye.
There we go. So I got a few golden.
How is everyone this evening?
Hello.
Welcome to the Velvetiki Room.
Yeah, again,
We did one out here so far this year.
Season. I was about to say,
yes,
we did do one.
Yes, and then it got cold again.
And it got cold again. Yeah, like immediately we did this, it was really, really warm, and then it was, we had a day that was like, you have a frost warning. I'm like, what?
I know, and then it got chilly.
So I literally took plants in, and I warned my neighbor about that. He's got a lime tree out there. A lime tree?
Oh my gosh. A lime tree.
If he can make
I wish
it work,
I dared.
If he can make it work, I'm planting a lime tree.
I wish I dared have a lime tree in the Northeast.
Well, we got this joint that's just
Hi, Julie.
up the pike there that sells
good to see you.
Grow lights and all this sort of thing for like indoor gardening. And like for a long time, I think we knew what they were selling all those parts for. And I think these days, with that being not an issue, it's like, well, then you got to do something. How about growing, citrus trees indoors?
Mm-hmm.
Probably pretty difficult. Probably getting a lot of wattage going on, but
Julie says happy almost holiday weekend. Yes, same to you. Same to you. Yay.
Dig that stuff.
I know.
In an unusual move. Well, I don't know. I don't think anything unusual about this. Probably just following suit with other companies. My company has decided that not only do we get the holiday off, but where we used to get sort of a half day on the prior Friday, they said, oh, just take the day. So now we've got the big holidays. We're going to have an extra day in there. Starting with this. This is our first big, bonus day.
Hi, Robbie.
Hopefully your company is doing the same thing too. I was trying to do broadcast, not what that looked like. So, yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
Hopefully that you're all getting extra time. Hello.
I know.
Why, thank you.
Does anyone have any festive plans for the weekend?
I was just
the unofficial summer kickoff.
This is like summer kickoff. I mean, summer kickoff.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Oh, absolutely. We're glad to have you here.
I know.
Well, it is generally called like the beginning of summer or summer kickoff. That kind of implies that you dust off the old Weber and get a tank of gas. And
isn't summer after the solstice?
Well,
when it's really summer.
I've said for a number of years, it kind of starts when it feels warm and stays warm. It's kind of like spring. Are you past the frost line, which we thought we were like a few weeks ago? But then it's spring. But when summer's like, no, it's warm and it's going to be warm. And then when it gets really hot, it's like, okay.
It was so warm out here today. I was like, oh, it's going to be so perfect for tonight. And then it clouded over and started raining. So that's why I'm wearing a sweater. But I will probably end up taking it off. Anyway.
You can't win. That's what I'm telling you. I'm doing that thing that people do on shows where they're holding a couple of grapefruits. You can't win. What is this?
Grapefruit acting.
So anyway,
yeah.
And then there's the, what is it? Is this the pyramid thing where you see somebody on some infomercial? The reason the product is so great is...
Oh, chilly and rainy there.
They keep doing this business. And they keep doing this business. It's like, what the hell is this all about? Put your hands down. Anyway.
We were talking about that in my voice lesson yesterday. He was saying that singers do this, and like no one actually does that in life.
Yeah. What is that? It's like they're holding on to themselves,
I was saying that I think of this as like the opera stance,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
If you apply a lot of pressure, I think it's a classic move from the Charles Atlas book. Little musculature development to like at home kind of stuff. I'm gonna tilt this slightly here because I think I'm cutting off my arms.
That's not. You mean the camera?
Oh yeah. What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
That's not doing anything. Hilarious. Maybe I'll just live with it. Here's my frame line. Respect your frame line, and then there you go.
You can always move close. Well, no, you can't.
I kind of can.
I think you're as close as you get.
We're really kissing over here,
I want to drink. But my
Well,
first drink of the evening, I
yeah.
was going to make it based on Dime's suggestion on Patreon.
Yeah.
He wanted a Krakatoa punch
Yeah.
from Trader Sam's,
I'm with you so far.
but he's not. I don't think he's here. Are you here, Dime?
Dime!
Because I'm not going to make your drink until I think you're here.
Dime, you need to chime.
Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am. Good to see you.
Gotta hear from you, man.
I'm wearing earrings made by Gettysburg, ma'am.
Hello.
Plum Run Company.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Does a certain jewelry manufacturer want to drop a link because
Oh
he's
yeah,
here?
if you do,
Hello,
please,
hint, hint.
please go for it.
This is a this is an entrepreneurial forum. We certainly are, and if you are, drop your link. Last week we had a band selling some records and stuff, and sold some records. It was awesome.
I know.
Some great broadcast. They had a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We have never done that sort of like remote broadcasting hookup before. There were some issues with it because first time for everything, right? And we're figuring that out. And we'd like to do more of that kind of thing in the future because it was
thank
just
you.
tons of fun. Tons of fun. Yep.
Oh, I thought it went great.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not a
marvelous.
sound expert, but I enjoyed the heck out of it.
I was listening to playback and saying, okay, I hear what the issues are, and if you didn't, then you do you. That's great.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hi, Alan. Alan and Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
Yay!
good to do
I'm
this.
glad you're here. Yeah, good to see everyone.
It's filling right in. Everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I can't possibly say hi to Peter without thinking of Office Space. Hey, Peter! Hey, Peter, man! But that's
I love
highly
Office
appropriate, too.
Space. Anyway.
Well, would you
All
like
right,
to...
so what should I do? Should I wait for Dime?
Well, you might be waiting a while. And
Well, he might not even be here.
might not
Hi,
even be here.
Satellite. Good to see you.
He may be finishing a job or something, and we'll see him in an hour. In which case, fine, because we'll
Yes,
be here.
tiki time.
We'll
All
be
right,
here.
you know what? Okay.
We'll be here, and you can go to your job. You can do that bowl?
I can do, I also have a bowl drink we can make.
Oh.
We can start with the bowl.
Well, that would be a good way to share now, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do the
Anyway.
kava bowl
Kava bowl.
first.
What is your mixing surface, by the way?
I was going to put it on here, actually.
Ah!
So
Make
maybe
room.
we can turn this.
Make room, make room.
Can you pick this up? Sorry, we gotta do some.
Technical difficulties,
We
but
gotta
not
do
with the
some
equipment, with
logistics
with
here.
the lumber.
Okay, hold on. All right,
The
I got it.
the
I
wooden
got it. I got
parts.
it. I got it.
It's the wooden parts that are giving us grief.
Okay.
This is why I love doing the show.
Never
Peter.
a dull moment.
No,
okay.
never. Oh,
Ah!
stay there. Get your feet
Okay.
out.
All right, hold on.
Oh, yeah, are you done? Good.
You
Won't be able to
we
type
need
for a
some
second,
tape. All right.
yeah, it'll stay.
Well, we don't need
It'll
to
stay.
type.
Anyway,
We
bowl.
don't need to type.
Bowl's clean. You need
Drink
to,
bowl.
You need to ice the bowl.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
ice the bowl first, so
Yes,
that ingredients get cold on the way in. I've got some fancy tongs
Never
right
a dull
here.
moment.
Here's my fancy tongs. At a party, I wouldn't do this. Well, maybe I.
You already have to MacGyver your set. I know, right? Well, in the
Seriously?
tiki room, it's always it's always an adventure because it is so tight in here. I wish I could. I can't reach the camera to show you.
Yeah,
It's like-
it is the.
I should. I'm gonna take some pictures.
Here's
so
the
I
thing.
Can, so I can post
Camera
them.
is literally right there. That's my finger pointing at it.
I'm gonna take some pictures
Yeah,
so I can post them.
You can show what's going on here. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, smile for the camera.
All right. Hold
When
on.
you smile for the
Okay.
camera.
And then you can see later
Yeah.
what a
We have,
what a setup this
more
is.
maneuvering space inside, of course,
there
because
we
it's
go.
more of a 12 by 12 room. This is more like maybe 6 by 18. So it's a narrow lozenge, which is currently really
Hi, Ryan.
crammed with stuff because it's a tiki room. You do
Okay.
that. It's layers. It's
No,
very
too bad.
it's very Trader Vic. You know.
Hi, Roberta.
Hi, Roberta.
So I'll post the pictures
Mhm.
sometime soon, and you can see like
Sometime
how it's
soon.
no joke out here.
It's no joker for a man like
Okay,
that.
and no
Anyway.
joke in the Velvetiki
Do you want to
Room.
just measure and pour? Or is that
Well, do you have a?
like a 1 ounce? I got a 1
Yeah, I
and a
could
half.
do that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
could do that. All right.
Oi.
Uh oh.
Sorry about that, folks. That was probably pretty loud.
Hi, Bobby. Yeah. He whacked the mic. It is really tight in here. Oh, Bobby says, spent the last couple of days getting the 61 Buick running. Oh, nice.
Hello.
That's fabulous.
Hey, where's the half measures?
I got him out here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, heck.
We're super organized.
Bells to the bells.
Hi, Janice.
Here by moving this business.
All right,
Although
so
I'll just have to make
Havable.
noise by.
Anything?
Get in there. Okay. 1 ounce.
Thank you.
And 1.5. And this is yet another of similar.
Okay.
So be careful with microphones.
Yeah, try not to whack the
Beat yourself
mic
with the damn
again.
thing.
So, all right,
We got a
so
pretty good throw with this. This could really be good in a number of positions, and provided you can all hear us nicely, then we're good.
it calls for 3 ounces of light rum. I don't actually have light rum at the
Oh.
moment, so I'm going to do
And amber rum.
an amber rum.
You know, that's just going to give it some flavor.
I know.
And I think that the 3 ounces light rum was probably just designed to use an inexpensive rum that you can just duplicate when everybody sees the bowl on fire and says, "Oh, I'd like one of those." Oh, yeah. Do we have any paper towels?
No.
I may be leaving a few times, folks, but I usually do when we're out here
Well, yeah, 'cause
because you
it's like
forget one
splashing on the
thing
computer.
and damn it, you know?
Okay, so 3 ounces of that,
Mhm.
and I will take the Myers's, please.
Myers's?
Yes.
And
Thank
also,
you.
also some more of this guy.
Oh yeah, I still need that. Okay,
Right there. So I can
so.
find it. Something too.
Oh, Lisa says I see a few of the tiki mugs I have on the shelf behind you. Yeah, I bet you do.
Bet you do. I'll just bet.
Okay, 1/2 ounce dark rum, and I think it was a 1/2 ounce. I'm cutting this recipe down because it was to serve 4 people. I don't think we need to start off with a drink that big. Maybe later in the evening. 1 ounce pineapple juice, which we already have measured out, thankfully. 1 ounce pineapple juice. And what else? 1 ounce fresh lemon juice.
Like that.
And a 1/2 ounce grenadine and a 1/2 ounce orgeat. Where's the orgeat?
Orgeat is over here. Grenadine should be to your
Yes.
right.
Yeah, grenadine I got. So
Okay.
1/2 ounce grenadine,
It must be
1/2 ounce
grenadine.
orgeat.
I'll grab the orgeat. Like I said, I'll be back and forth a bit.
All right.
You need a 1/2 ounce of the orgeat?
Yes.
Maybe a 1/2 ounce pour, and that'll make
Okay,
your life
good.
easy.
And then I'm gonna leave this over here. Okay, good.
And there you go.
All right. We're in business.
And you get the straws.
I do have straws.
And there we go.
I have special straws.
By the way, you know what one has around the bar area?
What happened to the stuff?
What stuff?
Spray.
What's right here?
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Since I'm sticky.
Wait, we did have another stuff. Ha
Ah! Did you take it away? Okay.
No.
All right.
I brought it in.
Okay.
Point of fact.
Okay, good.
Point of order.
No longer sticky. Okay.
You know what one
so-
has around a bar?
What?
A bar towel.
Well,
Which we had hanging
the
in
bar
there. I'm like,
inside, yes, we do.
geez. All right, so
Okay.
I'm actually going to keep this handy because, and does this thing actually say, oh yes, Ohana, Loa at the lake. Do we have any Ohanites here tonight? I think we do. And if we don't yet, we will.
Stir with our brand new Velvetine Lounge straws.
Hello. You know, these are
Reusable straws.
reusable straws. They're a thicker straw, which is good for bowls like this. Probably also good for a thick shake or something. They're fairly tough, so you can wash them and reuse them. They're not these flimsy things that you throw
Oh,
away.
hi,
once,
Rich and Rebecca.
Throw away once and feel bad about it. They
Ooh,
say
Philly. I love Philly.
they say Velvetine Lounge on it. It's a little hard to see right here. And if I could dim all the lights, you'd say they glow in the dark.
I know. Ah. I love Philly. Where are you having a
Yay.
drink in Philly?
Ooh, that is nice. That's good.
This is really good. I'm gonna. We should garnish it though.
With
We have some cherries. Well, I don't know. Should I save the cherries?
save the cherries.
Oh, let's do some.
Let's
Let's do
appeal.
a twist.
Put a twist in
Let's
there.
do a twist.
A twist.
Okay.
Don't
that was nice.
don't use a cherry from you now. Save it till the morning after.
Mm.
By the way, this bowl is actually better for having the aged rum in it, and that was, I think, Bruegel you were using as the base, which is usually available for a very
Bruegel Añejo.
good price for an aged rum. It's not like $40 a bottle; it's like half that. And I think for a drink like this, a little flavor, it's like a Mai Tai.
This is good.
Is not many ingredients. So if you like light rum, it's like, well, you're missing some flavors there. You really don't want to use that in a Mai Tai. Daiquiri, sure. Very simple drink. Yeah, different thing. That's the thing. And, I'm not saying that you need to keep 50 cans of rum behind your bar unless you're one of those people. like maybe us.
I was gonna say we don't have 50 kinds.
We
of
do not
rum.
have 50 kinds of rum, but we have a bunch of different kinds of liquor because we experiment.
I thought we had all of the spiced rum, and then I went to pull it out today, and I'm like, do we have any spiced rum? Fortunately, I found some.
There's some spiced rum. Well, we don't we don't buy it ordinarily, and we sometimes will get gifted a bottle and we use it, and I use it in grog, and we are just past grogging season, and I thought I thought I might do one tonight just to be like the last of the season until the fall, and I don't know. I started getting other ideas, and we're starting with this bowl, and we'll see where we go.
I thought it would be fun to do a bowl drink. We don't do that very often.
You're not typically in the correct atmosphere, and here we are.
I want to see our straws glow in the dark. But if we do that, we got to turn off the light.
Yeah, kill all the lights, people. Dim all the lights, sweet darling.
And it's not quite dark here yet. So yeah.
I mean, we're talking. It's all of 8:15 at this exact moment, and we are at that point of the year where we're
getting hot.
We're getting more and more of the daytime, aren't we? I mean, you're not literally getting more day because there's only 24 hours. But look, the planet is tilted, and once it actually revolves around, suddenly it's like, wait a minute, I got more of this. So these things happen.
I love the people who slow down when they drive faster.
The other factor is that this joint is lit up like a Christmas tree or a birthday cake. Take your pick, both. And basically, it kind of looks like Christmas/Halloween all year long. So people will drive by in this block, which really has none of that anywhere else.
Well, plus we've got this big light shining on us.
And we have this big light shining, so there's something happening. Nobody else's house looks like this. And I've seen, like, even at Halloween, I'll see houses totally dark. It's like, oh, that's not friendly.
Oh, no, we know people whose houses look like this.
Yeah. Well, actually, the folks next door, they've done Halloween a couple seasons now, being in that house.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
And they'll have, like, the thing of candy, but also some homemade stuff. And, like, she does pastries and stuff. And I was like, wow, you want to go to this house? I mean, this is the good stuff. But excellent. They got a nice open porch, so it's ready to go. This is an enclosed porch.
This would be our porch.
I think it's one of the few left on this block. All of the renos, they open up the porch. I kind of like the enclosed porch in the winter when you get some sunlight and it's actually pretty civil out here. You know, I consider installing heat, but the louvered windows, it's like, wow, no, that's a waste.
I think it stopped raining because I was thinking it was going to be like the Tonga room with the storm going all around you.
Yeah, like the effects.
Yeah.
Which apparently was an old Don Beach trick at his places. Like when people were like sort of waning on the evening, he would turn on a hose and it would start raining, and then it was like, oh, better stay here and have another round. Yeah, before you drive home. Good idea.
Turn the hose on them.
You're gonna be here for about 5 hours. Okay.
That's hilarious.
It's one of those classics, and a lot of places do something kind of similar. Well, a lot of places these days are definitely aping the action over at Trader Sam's, a drink of which we are attempting to make later. And I think we don't actually have the actual proportions. So this one here just said.
Oh no, I found the proportions.
You found the actual proportions, the exact what goes into the drink, or just the ingredients?
I found the proportions.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you found just the what goes into the drink.
No, it was from some Disney blog. They had the recipe. What they didn't have was the proportions for the Gorilla Grog.
Oh, which is the mix, the Gorilla mix.
Right, yeah.
That goes in there.
There's an ingredient called Gorilla Grog, and they had everything that goes into it.
But you don't know what was what.
I think they had everything that goes into it.
Yeah.
But they didn't say how much of everything. So we just did equal proportions.
You know, every time I see a mix that's like that, it's always equal parts of these things. It's like pineapple, orange, guava, aka POG, is a commonly used base in tropicals many places. I think it's if you're in the.
I'm gonna drink this whole bowl by myself.
No, oh, just you try, Henry Higgins. I think if you're actually in the Hawaiian Islands and you're ordering something like that's behind the bar. They got this gallon container's got the POG. You need a drink, pour in some rum, swizzle, umbrella, boom.
Well, yeah, you gotta pre-mix stuff like that in a bar.
In a busy situation, it's like the stories, legendary stories of Steve Crane's joints, like the Luau. He'd have like 5 guys on the bar who was just like bang, 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 bang. You know, early in the day, all they were doing was squeezing limes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, doing the premixes, and the health inspectors there are saying you couldn't possibly use all of this in that time, and then he watches them come off the line. It's like, oh yeah, actually just burned through all of that. Speed. He was all about speed. You know, some places will still get that going and not necessarily use icky drink mixes. If you make them yourself,
Oh, Gettysburg, man,
Yeah.
me either. I can't believe we're nearing the end of May.
here we are. It is.
I can't believe this
literally-
year's almost half over. This is
is
what?
Literally the
What?
24th, folks. I am looking at
Oh.
1 week until like my last. I hold a meeting at work, which is at the last Wednesday of the month, and I'm like, that's in 1 week. That's it. That's
I know.
It. That is it for May, baby.
Insane.
Well, we started out the year like continuing to edit our little epic, and then at one point it was actually complete, and so we had to start submitting it places, and we did that. You did a lot of that actually, and you know we get a few rejections, but we got a few acceptance, and we have already attended 2 festivals you've heard about. Some of you were able to view. This out by the Poor Life Choices Film Fest, which I just still love the name of that. I just wanted to be in that just to be in it. And then Coney Island, we had some of our correspondents who join us here regularly. We attended in person. That was rather small venues, so they were full. We really had sold out crowd.
That was really fun.
Really awesome to have a capacity crowd, and a hell of a lot of fellow filmmakers who were just there watching and checking out. Everything was really high quality. It was really punching high. And we were in the comedy category. That's a great category to watch, I think.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
just, and you think, oh, it should be fun. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious, you know. So, and what else is going on anyway, besides things like bar towels? Bar towels, you know. We have bar towels for sale, by the way, in case anybody is at the season. We're like, oh, I'm opening up the bar. Well, let us know. Drop the link on them. We have 2 different flavors of bar towel right now. There is the maroon background.
The flavors.
2 different flavors. They're delicious. You
Oh,
interesting
Peter,
enough,
yes.
believe it or not, blueberry. Seriously. So
Raise a glass to Tina Turner.
Oh, geez, yeah, raising a bowl.
And Billy Graham. Oh my gosh.
Billy Graham. Wow. Well, I don't know. Talking about Billy Graham.
Hi, Amy.
Speaking of Aloha,
I know. I was
Aloha.
really sad when I heard about Tina Turner.
Oh man, somebody told me earlier today, and I thought,
Oh.
well,
Oh.
she. Let's see, I'm doing the math on that. Would have been 84 this year. I don't know if she had actually hit her birthday, but 83. Wow. Okay, now that's a run. And you know her backstory. You saw the movie. You read the book. She went through the sort of the mother bleep of all abusive relationships with the chief mother bleep.
Ugh.
Fantastically talented guy. What a mess he was. I mean, he really had
yeah.
problems. In terms of like putting the show together on stage, it's brilliant. And then like in his personal life, it's like you just beat people up, man. Wow, you need to see a therapist. Never did. So he just kind of died, alienating everybody.
Oh,
Too
the
bad.
pro wrestler. Oh, okay.
The pro wrestler, okay.
Ah,
Superstar
well.
Billy Graham, okay. The other Billy Graham. But I still didn't hear about that. That's kind of peculiar. Anyway, Tina, long career, did get out of the abusive relationship, did actually come up with like solo stuff that just punched high, was the acid queen. Hello. I mean, all
I
of
know,
us
right?
was the acid queen. And it's just, can you imagine anybody else being the acid queen but Tina Turner after seeing the movie? Probably not. Too bad for whoever does this on Broadway. But yeah, you got that. And then of course she had a really huge album in the 80s, which y'all remember. And then she would like did the theme to like a Mad Max movie. It's like, man, she was just punching so hard in that period. So there's this huge amount of material that actually is just like, this is what I did after that, which is just awesome. It's great stuff. Great version on that album of I Can't Stand the Rain. Really, really.
yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine a very bad version of that song. And she doesn't disappoint. That punches really high. So
Your new favorite expression.
punches high. Pow. Yeah, kind of.
This bowl
I'm
is
hanging
like
on it.
I should have made the 4-person version because it's just completely
Because
disappearing.
this is the 2-person version. There's 2 of
Yeah.
us, and it's kind of down.
Yeah.
How down? Down.
Down.
Down. Talk to her. And stuff like that there. I mean, we keep hearing about really big names leaving us. People are a certain age. Raise the hat. What can I say? It's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate them when you've got them. If you have a chance to see performers play live, we always sing the praises of people that you can still see, like Sir Tom Jones, Engelbert, but I managed to actually see twice before she left us was Sharon Jones, who was just a force of nature. That was just sad,
Yeah.
just incredible. But you saw her. I was glad
I
you
did,
got to see her
yeah.
on a Christmas show. That was just that just knocked you on your ass. It was so great, really incredible, and great theater too. It's really great to see in a nice traditional venue like that. But
Oh my God. Katie Premier says, I saw fall decor. What?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, Les Paul.
Les Paul what? He's dead? Yes, we know. Long time. Les Paul more Kelly? No.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe she wants Les Paul and Mark Kelly.
You want Les Paul? Oh, shut up over here. Hilarious. Anyway, yeah, how we I'm not
Oh, that was a good one.
in a craft store. One is not too surprised that you're a season ahead, but I'm like, well, what kind of crafting again?
Oh
If
my
it's
gosh.
kits, but if it's just like the fake leaves and stuff, it's like that's a little early.
Julie says my nephew got to meet Sharon Jones when he was
No
a teenager.
way.
She was so sweet to him. I
Oh, yeah.
love it. Oh.
I think she was pretty notorious as a real sweetheart. Like she was. Just
Oh yes,
really
we did see Les
warm
Paul.
person.
You are correct. Yes,
Ah,
we
okay.
did see Les Paul.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
See people before they died. Yeah, we saw him
Yes.
probably the last year of his life. I think he was something like 96 or 97 at the time. And he looked like a fairly
Oh my God.
he looked like a fairly frail guy on stage.
Very
And then he starts playing. And it's just like he got more out of this finger than I will ever get out of a guitar. Obviously, but it was just awesome.
I got to read this. For
Yep.
those of you who can't see the YouTube comments, Ryan says, I never saw Tina Turner, but I saw Ike perform on a Tuesday night in January at the Commercial Hotel in Edmonton, playing to an empty biker bar.
Well, I got to tell you,
Jeez.
justice in the world can be cruel, and sometimes it's cruel to the cruel.
Peter says, I'd like a Les Paul lefty myself.
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Yeah, no, he of course had this incredible bunch of players with him. I think it was about a 4 or 5 piece. He had this gal, I think was she playing bass, who was just astonishing. But it's not like you're playing with Les Paul during like the mid 2000s. Must have been around 2008, I guess we saw him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're playing with Les Paul and you're some sort of slouch. It's like everybody was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
whoa, that level of stuff. It was at Iridium, which is actually a great club to see places at. It's not a cheap club, but it was neither was it the most expensive place you could have been in Manhattan by any means. They really had good service. They were very unobtrusive at the time, and and he just told dirty jokes on stage. It's kind of like, I'm 96. I'm just going to tell some filthy jokes.
Well, that was kind of,
which is hilarious.
I was going to say, if you ever get a chance to see Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh, he not only tells dirty jokes.
Because he just he calls women up on, he'll be like, come up on stage. So these women will go up. And then one of them, he just basically sat in her lap and made out with her.
Little lap dance, little tongue action. I mean.
He's up there with his glass of wine.
Yeah, he comes out.
Was hilarious.
After about 10 songs, he comes out in this robe and he's got this glass and he's like, yeah, that's got some Chardonnay or some Merlot.
I forget what it was.
He gets some red wine. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to drink some red wine.
Oh, Carl Perkins. Nice.
Oh, wow. That
nice.
Is pretty awesome. Carl is just one of those performers whom you know better for songwriting and not necessarily for singing, because more of his songs were hits than he was hits with them. But there's that great quote when people say, hey, do you have a problem with the fact that Elvis sung Blue Suede Shoes? And his quote,
son, that song bought me a Cadillac.
The other thing is, Carl, he was more of a country guy, and he was a little shy, and he had some issues with alcohol. So I think he was a little reluctant to be that type of star.
Kenny's heard me says the chat must be super behind. Well, we're seeing it both for Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. So if you're missing comments, it's because I got both in front of me, but you only have one. You could always just grab the other device, grab the phone, and log onto the other platform, and then you're on two. But it's up to you.
But is that confusing though? I don't know.
Only to the user. But
only to the user.
Only the user. But Carl Perkins was huge in the UK though. Like the Beatles loved Carl Perkins. They were always covering his stuff. So there's a justice in it. It's like Bill Haley kind of got forgotten in the States, but he was this massive hit in England until he died.
Oh, Eric, I'm sorry. It's been a semi-stressful week.
Oh yeah.
Hope things look up.
Well, for anybody, I think I was just watching last week's episode to do a little QC, and it really looked good and it sounded great. That's not going to say. but I was noting
feel like I've
that
had
I
more
was
than my share.
commenting on something you said last week, Eric, that whatever you're going through, just to stick with it, and here we are again. So again, maybe a lot of stuff's happening simultaneously, and can I say again, lift the hat.
Exactly.
Keep the faith, baby, because this is the real thing, and whatever you're doing, I think is a smart thing. And,
oh, she refreshed. Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Excellent.
Hi, Daniel. Good to
Excellent.
see you.
Okay. Yeah, from time to time, strange things may happen, like your comments go wonky. Closed captioning pops up for no good reason. Your quality will go straight to hell. We'll see our stuff what looks like 120 dots. I'm like, what the? And it's just like, gotta kick the thing up to like standard quality. We're coming in at 720 right now. We're broadcasting. That's what our system will do.
Oh.
Which really looks great. It does not look as nearly as deficient as I thought it might, so I'm okay with it. We're not hitting full 1080, but blah blah blah. But if it looks really grainy, just refresh or something, because
Oh, his sons
no
were
reason.
in the band. I love that, Amy.
Hello. Oh wow.
And did it start raining again?
I heard a
Or
whoosh
did I-
that sounds like it might be. We saw on one of his last shows, Dick Dale,
Oh yeah.
at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park. I recall that was a packed venue. It was loud because it was Dick Dale, so I had my earplugs in. I might have some evidence of having been there, but talk to me later. And as I recall, I think it was either his son or just somebody he'd played with for ages. The younger guy who was playing bass with him, and they were just fabulous. He's fabulous. It was great to see Dick Dale. We saw him twice.
Oh, Eric, that's horrible. Someone gets away with lying and no one is helping you to investigate things. Ugh.
In the immortal words of Elle Woods, liar!
So frustrating.
All I can say is that there's more than one way to get some subtle revenge. If you need techniques, contact me.
I was going to say,
offline,
yeah, contact us offline if you need revenge techniques.
and we'll talk about that. Because I think the liars definitely. Pardon me, haven't had enough of this. Liars definitely need to be exposed. They will not stand for such
Oh, Gettysburg, man, congratulations!
Awesome.
Kiddo just finished her sophomore year of college with a 3.7.
Ooh,
That's
wow.
impressive.
I think you're beating my general GPA during that period, so hello. But then again, I had a lot of things on my mind in that period of time. Still, it was a decent GPA.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, Lisa,
Raining.
ants. Oh,
Man.
gosh. Ugh.
We've been using, out here in the room where there are a lot of sticky liquors, the ants come in and they're like, oh boy. So you actually started buying this stuff that's called...
Maggie's Farm.
It's supposed to be like, less pesticide and more sort of like natural remedies or whatnot. I think what it is boric acid. And you know something?
They love it.
That is the most effective stuff that we are using, and it's fairly innocuous. I mean, you're not going to eat it, but they love it. They eat it, and they're gone. We had, they were going crazy for a second. You put them down.
Oh, Amy
out.
says Dick Dale's
Out.
son played drums with him and started playing with him at age 5 or something crazy like that.
Well, when Dad plays, kid usually plays. My cousin Ed, his son Zach actually plays drums because of Dad.
Oh, Ryan
Which
says,
is
I'll
awesome.
hear a story.
Played for years. I'll hear a story.
Contact us offline.
Let me tell you something about that. Yeah, but yeah, big fun. Big fun coming through.
We need
Yes.
something else.
Oh, we do. Look at this bowl's gone.
All right, I'll
already.
have some water.
Have some water.
I
Also,
bet.
water's a good spacer, and I really should have a pitcher out here for this purpose. All the reputable bars you go to these days will sit you down your drink and a water, and then we'll refill the water.
Well, I
refill the
prefer
water.
disreputable bars.
Because like the basic way, if you're gonna have a few rounds, is to have your drink, and then a water, and your drink, and then a water, and you just keep it processing. And then it doesn't catch up on you, you don't get dehydrated, etc. This is very ancient wisdom with that.
I think, okay, something currently going on in my life.
Wow.
I would say,
that
I'm
was
not going to
kinda
name names because I don't want to get in trouble, but always keep a paper trail. Always keep a paper trail.
Which these days is probably an email trail, but same diff. Same old.
And then when someone says, you didn't blah, blah, blah,
You didn't do
you
this.
say, yes, I did.
Actually,
Here's the screenshot.
here's the mail from you telling me thank you for sending that.
And here's the other screenshot. And here's the other screenshot. Yeah. Mm.
Don't tell me that things haven't been done when they clearly have, and then I have the evidence. And there's all these different ways where you have to actually keep the trail. So I knew people used to keep 3 copies of everything. That's obsessive. You need to take medication. But one good copy in the place that you know where it is.
Keep all the receipts, right?
Keep all the receipts.
Yeah.
Keep all the receipts. How are you supposed to know? It's like you're in a store, you bought that thing. It's like, do you have a receipt? And so, I'll throw away the receipt.
Yes, I do have the
Should
receipt.
have the receipt.
Would you like to see it?
I mean, luckily these days you can kind of track it via your credit card, but probably still have the receipt.
Paper trail.
Makes it easier. And email trail, good idea.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know that's open to fraud as well, but generally speaking, you send a mail, you send a mail. You received it, here it is. What are people going to say? Always good to have the information and the evidence. And I always say about any relationship you get in that requires an understanding of terms, that a verbal contract is worth the paper it's printed on.
Wiretapping laws. Oh, can you so this was all talking and not paper. Ugh. That's rough.
Let's see.
That's
I'm trying
rough.
to think
That's why I usually try not to talk to people on the phone.
Now you're in Pennsylvania, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. New York State's wiretapping laws state that if one party of the conversation consents to it, then it's legit. I believe you have to.
So you can say, I consent to record my conversation.
Yeah, I think you have to indicate that the conversation is being recorded. And every time I get on with one of these people trying to sell me new mortgage, they do mention that. The whole idea is like if I as a third party decides to tap your conversation, that's illegal. Now I don't know what's happening in PA about that.
Hi, Abra. Good to see you. Yay.
It also occurs to me that if you simply want to record your conversations for your own personal use, what exactly is anybody going to do about that?
Peter says, has anyone been to 96 Tears down in NYC yet? And Richard says, Rebecca has. Oh, okay. I have not.
Hello. Wow. Oh, cool. Yeah. Which is 96 Tears?
Oh, Gettysburg, ma'am. Wonderful. Oh, this is so amazing. Oh. Yay!
Oh, cool! Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Okay, now that's excitement incorporated right there, folks. Any of you who are not familiar with Gettysburg Man's material works of art, you're looking at them right here.
Yes.
These are very cool. I believe these are
Lovely.
actually a clay.
Yes.
I believe you mold these. I believe these are cut out and things, and they must be baked. And they are very well made. They're very sturdy, and they're fab colors. You're looking at it. There you go. So if we don't have that link, make sure you drop that on people so they know where to find you.
Lisa says Oklahoma has it that as long as you tell the other party you're recording the conversation, it's okay.
Yeah. I suspect that most states are like that. If it's understood that.
Oh, Rebecca says it's super cool.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm excited.
Excellent. Which was 96 Tears?
Oh, we've heard about it.
We have?
Yeah, we just haven't been.
Guess I haven't.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Is it a tropical bar or is it just new bar?
It's a bar.
It's a joint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful on Avenue A. Okay. Very cool. I'll look it up now.
I know. We don't get downtown that much anymore. Paul doesn't work down there anymore, so.
That was pretty adept now, wasn't it? That's why I'm wearing a towel.
So it's always funny the morning after one of these broadcasts when I go to get on the computer and I'm like, ooh, this is sticky.
Yeah, a little bit of a spray going on. You have to be careful with such things. One of our last laptops had been through a number of spills and eventually the motherboard died.
Amy, that's smart. Amy says with conversations that I'm worried about, I always send an email recap. Yeah.
That is, yeah, so that everybody is, you know what they say, on the same page.
Yeah.
That's the printed out page of that email that you just sent, exactly. And it's good to do, it's good in business to do that because a conversation, man, unless I take notes, so what? It's like meetings. Meetings, I think, are a fabulous waste of time.
Eric says, how is
Fantastic
Glendora enjoying her party bus? Quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. She doesn't have to drive. She just sit back there and drink wine.
Driver? No, I'm a rider.
I know.
She's tapping another keg of wine. That's what we got going on there.
Another box.
Tap another box.
Tap another box of wine.
Tap a box of wine up.
Tap a box of wine.
Box of vino. Well, this has had it, hasn't it?
All right.
All right.
All right. Who's going to make the next drink?
I believe that this guy is Dynasty.
That's the Scorpion Bowel.
Scorpion Bowel. It literally says that on the bottom of it.
So when we first got this, we bought it in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And They meant scorpion bowl.
Scorpion bowl.
But it
The
says
label
bowel.
says scorpion, misspelled bowel. So this is the bowel from which you drink. And it is a dynasty a bowl with the three guys on the outside who look an awful lot like those salt shakers from the Hawaii Kai. And is available. You can get it from Dynasty and probably at many restaurant supply places if you do not have this very bowl.
Oh, Eric, I don't know that
believe
one.
It comes in a couple of colors. So
It comes in like light brown and dark brown. Don't hit your head on the mic.
you notice how definitely I did that.
All right, so
Balls.
all right,
So anyway.
it's 8:40. I think we could make the Krakatoa punch. But do you want to make yours first?
No, make yours first because I'm still finding mine. I walked by
Okay.
a certain Applebee's today, which happens to be at about 50th Street and Broadway.
Oh, it's a reggae song.
It is right next to the Winter Garden Theater, which most recently was playing a revival of The Music Man,
Yes.
starring Sutton Foster. That's a nod to
And
Linda.
Hugh Jackman.
And Hugh Jackman. That's a nod to Linda. And the only thing that's remarkable about this extremely unremarkable, American-style restaurant, blah, 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 it's serving comfort food, just like a Denny's, but it's just another thing, is that this is the location that used to house the Hawaii Kai. So frankly, it's kind of a sore point that currently it's this mediocre restaurant when it used to be a joint that looks like this. And we have some mugs from them, we have some paraphernalia, we have some shakers. We've actually found some of their stuff in our local thrift. It's pretty rare to find that around here these days, but there used to be a lot of it. And I missed the joint, never was there. I walked past it some 30 years ago and said, oh, this is this cool place with a waterfall outside. And friends that I was with, we didn't go in. It was probably more like
Hi, John.
35 years ago. So what can I say? I should have hooked into this tiki stuff sooner. Anyway, this is their cookbook,
Yes.
which happens to be their drink book as well. So I'm going to find something in here to make.
Okay, so, but in the meantime,
Meantime,
Dimethios, who I don't think is with us this evening, but he requested on Patreon that we make the Krakatoa punch from Trader Sam's. Yes. We have them. We happen to have them up.
have the Krakatoa,
all right.
so-
So I found the recipe on a blog. So if the recipe is incorrect, sorry. I found it on a blog because it's not like I could just call Trader Sam's. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't.
Hi, what's in your
I don't think they
Krakatoa
would- I don't
bunch?
think they would have told me. So,
Oh, Sam's? What's in your Krakatoa? You can't tell me? What?
okay, so
I'm a shareholder.
Krakatoa punch calls for 1 ounce aged rum. So I'm using the
Oh, what do you know?
Bruegel Añejo.
That's aged. We've had the Bruegel Añejo. We've also had another product which I think was even older, which is really nice.
We have older ones over there,
Yes,
but
we
they're
do.
not really mixers.
Not really mixers. And I think we've had their
And-
clear. They're all really good product. It's like the whole
That-
El Dorado line.
It also calls for 1 ounce of spiced rum. So I'm using the only spiced rum we had, which was Kraken. And it also calls for 1/2 ounce of orgeat. Did you bring over 1/2 ounce of orgeat?
I thought I had. Take a look at one of those glasses that does not seem to contain pineapple. It's one of that
Well,
size.
Mm-mm.
Heh.
Is it in that mixer right there? Is it in there?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's one of
Okay.
these guys.
Oh. Nope.
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 No, that doesn't have it.
Nope. Don't see
I
it.
did pour it. It might have ended up in our bowl. And if it did, then I guess I need to get you some more.
Ah.
And that's
Okay.
So.
All right.
Shall we?
Hopefully I'm caught up. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Orgeat. 1/2 ounce.
1/2 ounce.
If you want to just bring me 1/2 ounce, that would be the.
I'm gonna
That'd be
clean
ideal.
this, and then I'm gonna bring it to you.
Okay. He's gonna clean it. All right. I'm gonna skip the orgeat for now.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna skip that for now and move on to 3 ounces Gorilla Grog, which according to the blog I looked at is passion fruit, guava, pineapple, orange juice, lemon juice, and falernum. So 3 ounces of that was already measured out. And 1/4 ounce hibiscus grenadine, which we made doing a little bit of hibiscus tea combined with grenadine. So now, this is messy. Messy, messy, messy.
Half ounce of orgeat.
Thank you. And a half ounce of orgeat. All right. Thank you.
In and out.
All right. I need my cleaner thingy. Anyway.
So anyway.
Okay. I know what I'm doing now.
Sounds like a cousin.
All right. Okay, good. We're caught up. Would you give me some ice, please?
Certainly.
And I will also take. Oh, thank you, Gettysburg, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah. And then I'll take some in here, but leave a little bit of room at the top because I need to add something. All right, shake with ice.
Some.
Thank you. Oh, Ryan says it's hard to find orgeat there. Did you
Wow.
substitute? Oh, yeah, you could do that.
It could be done. Remember that your drink formula is expecting a little more sweet. So if you don't have it, you might want to compensate with some sugar
Although
syrup.
you might like it not that
You might like it
sweet.
drier. If you can't find the orgeat on the shelf, you can make it. I just did earlier when she said we need orgeat, and I said we don't have any. So that was the quickest orgeat I've ever made. And honestly, it's just almond syrup. You could go crazy squeezing almonds,
Thank
blah,
you.
blah, blah, or you could just make it with the extract.
And
Works fine.
oh, satellite made orgeat. Yeah,
There you
see,
go.
you can do that. Okay, it
We've
calls. It
published the
also
recipe
calls
before.
for. Oh, it's too bright. You can't tell. A red light up ice cube so that it looks like lava.
Oh, well, that's kind of
So-
perfect. And you happen to have
All right,
lit up ice cube.
Krakatoa
And it is
punch.
red. Oa. That's actually
That is really good.
a different drink. That's a bowl. So
That
there's a
is
Krakatoa.
really good.
Now, what's in this again? I was distracted.
Okay. Aged rum,
Num num num.
spiced rum, orgeat,
The orgeat.
the Gorilla Grog, which is passion, guava, pineapple, lemon, orange, and falernum,
Inflatum. Yep.
and the hibiscus grenadine.
And this is grenadine, which itself is a specialty product. And I
Mm,
imagine
mm,
that Sam's has some barbacks back there making that grenadine exactly the way we just did. So
That is really
because it's a
good.
specialty product. That's awesome. Gee, I want one. Well, I'm just gonna have to get in on
Use that
yours.
too.
Yeah, of course.
She's thinking.
Bar towel.
I know.
They're for use. Well, I
The
guess
bar towel in the bar is sticky.
when I make orgeat, I make it as 750 ml worth because we use it. Using a full ounce and a couple of Mai Tais.
I guess we've been having some Mai Tais.
I used to have some Mai Tais because I used it up. And the
Hi,
last time I
Clinton.
made it was probably the fall, maybe the summer. We had some friends over and we were out, and I thought, let's make Mai Tais. So I made the orgeat. If you would like to make your own, all it really is here's the formula for 750 worth of fluid: 2 cups water, 2 cups sugar. If you just sort of like get the water hot enough to melt, like a really low heat on the stove, boom, 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 you've got 750, and then you just have to add the flavors, which I think is 2 tablespoons of the almond extract. Use a real almond extract, please, if you want real flavor. And then like a teaspoon worth of orange flower water. That, or if you have rose water, one of those. So you'll find those in like baking stores, pastry section. And give it a good stir, let it cool down, bottle. That's it.
Oh, Clinton, on your way
That's it.
home. Well, I hope it was a good trip.
Yeah.
I hope it was enjoyable. Glad you're on your way home.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
so got my
Keep
got my
learning-
lava in here.
keep
You can't
learning
really
your
tell,
lava.
but
I gotta find something to make so that I
You
would just
do.
drink your drink.
I washed you a mug over there.
Well, thank you.
You're
Perfect.
welcome.
That'll do.
I didn't know what to wash,
no.
so
Now let's see. Can I do this one? You know, the thing about the Hawaii Kai book is that they always have one secret ingredient, which is normally their go-to for the oddball ingredient is apricot juice. Now you can find apricot nectar a few places. I think the series.
Oh, Amy's pointing out, yeah, also Indian markets. Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because it's used in Indian pastries, and you can probably find an almond syrup there. I remember distinctly being at a Filipino-styled bar called Jeepney,
Oh yeah.
which at the time, I think this is not the case any longer. At the time, their head guy behind the stick was
Marlo.
Marlo, yeah, I totally spaced that for a second, duh. But Marlo, who shows up at Ohana as well, who's fabulous. He's brilliant. And he had actually just won a drink contest at Ohana, and I said, hey, could you make that for me? And he says, I don't have the tamarind. I was looking at where we were and said, I'll be right back. So I just walked down to the Indian market that's right near all the restaurants, all the Indian restaurants on that row, probably about 6th Street and maybe 2nd Avenue. And I just walk in, I'm just walking around, I'm like, there it is. Grab a bottle, bought it, brought it back to him and said, here, keep this.
What he's not telling you is that he just left me sitting in the bar. He just left.
But I came back.
He came back,
I came
but
back.
he left.
If I told you what I was doing, you'd be like, don't do that. I'm like, no, I want
I
this.
wouldn't have said that.
I want this drink.
I would have just said like, oh, okay, bye.
I know where to find that. You know, when I actually hear I don't have an ingredient and now I know where to get it, I'll go get a bottle, hand it to you and say,
It was just funny. It
Put it
was just
down.
funny. Like,
yeah, that's the kind of hilarious thing I do. I hand you what you need when you need it, and then you're like, where the hell did this come from? Don't ask. Don't ask.
don't ask questions.
Yeah, just use. Just use. So let's see.
Right,
Now I got to find something with the apricot juice because I bought it today.
Well, you don't have to.
I do.
We could-
Seriously.
I mean, it's not like you juiced apricots. It will keep in the bottle.
Aren't apricots dried?
Well, then how do you get apricot juice? No, they're not dried until you dry them.
So there's dried apricots and not dried apricots.
Yeah.
I've only ever had them dried.
Yeah, well, they're a fruit.
They're a fruit. So there we go.
Fruit.
Lesson for the day, guys. Apricots are also available, not dehydrated. So let's see here. What the hell can I make? That's a hilarity we offer up on a Wednesday, people. Wow, you can do that, Paul?
What's an apricot?
Well, dried, dried raisins are not dried. Raisins are raisins. But if they're not dried, they're just grapes.
Apricots.
Yeah, so there we go.
I've had them not dried.
A Hawaiian wedding of Kona liqueur and vodka. Hawaiian Russian. Oh, it's like a black Russian. No, actually it's a white Russian. It's the dude's drink, but Hawaiian. How about that?
What makes it Hawaiian?
Pineapple juice.
Oh.
You make a white
I
Russian.
had to ask.
Make
right?
a white Russian, add pineapple juice, suddenly you've got a Hawaiian Russian.
That sounds
You know,
desserty.
Places like this used to have to adapt a lot of drinks that people would ask for.
Yeah.
Can you make a white Russian? People who want to have like something that's basically a candy drink. No,
Yes.
no shade if you do.
Amy says apricots
shade if you
begin
do.
as fruit on trees like plums.
Yeah, they begin as fruit, and then they magically become these little dried pucks that that I can eat in large quantities of because they're really
Yes,
sweet.
apricots are delicious, John. I'm with
They're
you.
fuzzy, really, really delicious.
Oh yeah, we have apricot liqueur,
We
Peter.
have that. Yeah,
I don't know if we have it right now, but yes, you
Uh,
can, and it's delicious.
it's delicious.
Yes.
There are two ways to go with that, and I will actually recommend the way that you're going to want to go because I know how much you actually enjoy a really good orange liqueur, like a top flight. I know how much you enjoy a Marnier, which is no slouch. Okay, so you can actually go with an apricot liqueur, which would basically be a sweetened base of a grain alcohol with the apricot flavoring, or you can go for an eau de vie. And the eau de vie would be take your juice, distill that, and you've got this clear stuff that is only sweet because of how it started. It's really not that sickly sweet. So,
Eric says I'm more of a peach person. That's okay.
well,
I don't know if I don't have a preference.
they're all fuzzy, aren't
And
they?
hi Chad.
Hey, Chaz.
Chad says hi guys. I just got back from Palm Springs where I stayed at the Caliente Tropics.
Hello.
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Speaking of a
the
good bar.
reef. Yes, the reef.
Speaking of a good bar.
Oh.
That's a good
Also
shout
went
out.
to the Tonga Hut.
That's a
yeah.
good shout out to our buddy Rory who actually runs that bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh man.
That's we were at Tonga Hut like right after it opened, and I don't know. I haven't been
They
there
were
since.
top flight at the time because they
Yeah.
were really like hitting it hard.
Oh,
Hitting it really hard.
undertow.
So who knows what's happening with management since then? That is going back about 7 years. by now.
Yeah.
I mean, we shot an episode there.
Stingray and Irving's Rum Shack.
At the time that we shot that,
Yeah.
who was behind the stick but Marie, who is fabulous.
I know. I don't know if she works there.
Fabulous, and she
Yeah.
probably hasn't been there in a long time. It's been ages. I mean, we saw her just a few years after that at Tales of the Cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed doing a whole round of tasting at one event with
Oh,
Marie while you were
Undertow's
down
amazing.
at a
Yeah.
seminar. So there's the thing. If you're used to Undertow or I don't know, your own tiki bar. I don't know. You're a little prejudiced there, Chaz. I'm just saying. It's hilarious.
Although
Because we've had around at Stingray and Irving's, and it's kind of great.
I have to say, I was gonna say, I have to say that when it's your own tiki bar, your drinks can be perfect because you will make them exactly the way you like them.
Shut.
Yeah.
We just attended a bar that has no name. The bar with no name, because it used to have a name, and the proprietors changed housing, and now they're in this huge house in Brooklyn. And basically spent the first part of renovating this house, building out the tiki bar. I think, well, you got to have a place to repair to after you've been like working on shingles all day. So I mean, on the outside of your house. So that's brilliant. It's so well deployed, and hitting it very hard. I got to say.
Punching high.
Punching high. Yeah, punching high.
That's his new favorite phrase.
Good shout out to Joe and Nicole, because.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but doing well.
The place is incredible.
But they've been here too, and actually have enjoyed what we can sling, and we sling a few raw punches ourselves. Let's see, can I do this?
Disappearing quickly too.
Shame. I'm not even helping with that right now.
Mm-mm.
I could do the rest of this without doing all of that. The Headhunter Zombie is actually very good.
I brought you zombie rum.
Also known as the zombie. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I got everything except that.
You could make the recipe on the
also
zombie
that.
rum label.
And okay. On the what?
The zombie rum label. Isn't there a recipe on there?
To make a zombie? Let's see. What goes
right?
in? Oh, yeah. The Hamilton Beach Bum Zombie. I could just make that. Hey, thanks, the bum. Let's see. This is this. The lime juice. The grapefruit. We actually kind of have all of that. Okay, well, that's a good fallback when I cannot find what I'm looking for.
I like that the zombie is your fallback recipe.
Yeah, that's when I can't figure out what I want to make, I make a zombie. Blah, blah, blah. We've actually, within this year, you requested a zombie, and it was like Friday. We were in for the night. We were totally done. And I thought, yeah, sure, what the hell? I mean, if I conk in front of the TV on a Friday, who cares, right? So I made the thing according to spec. Here's the thing. She actually is a big fan of what the Jeff Berry called the 1950s style zombie, which was something that was donated to a book by his buddy Spivak. And for a hot second there, Jeff thought, well, that's the zombie, because it's right there.
I like them all.
But you specifically like that one, so I make that one for you. I like the one that's from 1956 version, which has completely different ingredients. Don kept screwing with the formula.
But I do like that one too.
Yep. But I'll make that because I like that a lot. And then, of course, there's the 30s formula that everybody makes.
Oprah's never had a zombie. Oh,
really?
I'd love to serve you one.
Oh, really?
I would love to serve you one.
Let me say that a different way. Oh, really? So I guess we just need to see you here, and we can actually make you your zombie of choice, including there's one
zombie.
There's one from Trader Vic, which is very good. But also this Headhunter zombie looks awesome. I tell you, there's lots of zombies out there.
Oh, I didn't wash a Headhunter mug though.
No, but we don't have the ingredients for that, so I'm going to keep going until
I feel like the mugs that are out here, if we're going to use them, we have to wash them, because this room is not airtight. It's an enclosed porch.
Yep.
So.
And what gets in here? Everything that wants to get in here.
Yeah.
A lot of wasps make their way in only to find out there's nothing in here for them. So
I would love it too.
They just die in the heat. And I think, I can't help you guys. So you end up with you see a mug and you take a look in the bottom. There's a bunch of dust and dead wasp bodies.
John, we're in our tiki room. We're in the Velvetiki Room. This is our tiki room / porch.
Yeah, this is actually it's a green screen behind me. We're actually in Brooklyn right now, and we're not
home.
We're not doing anything like that. We're home. I work today, and I've had enough of Manhattan for the day. Thank you. I'm home.
These chairs. We inherited these from Paul's mom.
Dig it. She had 4 of these. We still have the 2 of them hanging in the basement, so we do have the full set. And these were her porch chairs for a long time. And we also have 2 big
hi.
Big deck chairs.
Whip it out. I made the Krakatoa punch.
Aloha.
I'll repeat the recipe. Yeah.
Okay, so John, we do.
The bar's over there. The bar's over there.
Turn everything 90 degrees, and we're standing at that bar. I decided, don't we want to sit for this one?
Degrees.
And I tell you, we have a lot more space to spread out. Behind the bar, you're really, really tight. It's like being in the Carousel Bar in New Orleans. It's an awesome bar. It's crazy. But you're this big.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
has to be at your fingertips on that thing. And people get in and out of that bar by hoisting themselves up and over it. And it rotates. If you haven't ever done the carousel, you got to get to the Monteleone and try this out. Our first experience there was just crazy. And treasured memories.
Chaz is asking about the weather here. It has been very nice.
It has been very civil.
Very nice. And
within
today,
the past few weeks, it's been mostly civil.
Today it was hot out here, and then it clouded over and started pouring.
Yep.
Which made it chillier.
Kind of blew off.
But
the
rain's. I think the rain's over now. So.
I run kind of warm, so I'm feeling like
it's fine.
really
it's
good right
fine.
now. And I'm still venting the bedroom because I'm just not going to be able to sleep otherwise.
Oh.
But.
Oh, the Alibi Tiki Lounge. Oh, I know. We still have to get to the Pacific Northwest. Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
We gotta get to the Pacific.
All this time.
And hi, Joe.
We missed the Portland Trader Vic's. We haven't been to all of the other joints in that area.
There too.
And speaking of raining constantly and there's some high octane coffee, but like people who are from the area or a visit are just like, this is awesome. They just love the Northwest.
I know.
We're familiar.
I look forward to it.
We're very familiar with the Northeast. We've certainly done the Southeast. We've been to the center of the country. We've been through Texas. And we took the big steak challenge, and no, I didn't take the big steak challenge, but we ate at that joint. And,
Gettysburg Ma'am is asking about a grill night happy hour. I would love to do that.
Yeah, that could be kind of awesome.
So we need to figure out our Wi-Fi situation in the backyard.
All right.
That's really the thing, because
we actually had personnel here who could have helped with that, and I didn't take advantage of that. But we will
get
that going. I have a repeater that I could hook up and just make it. Speaking of Peter, that it could just give us. Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do. That could give us some Wi-Fi out back, and I don't think I've configured it properly. We had a lot of trouble with it. It's when we had the clams in the back. So.
Oh, Peter, I don't know if they have zombies at the carousel bar.
Probably,
I would recommend a
probably
classic.
Not. Probably not. What you want to get there is something that originated in New Orleans, like the Vieux, which is a great classic. Or if you're like, I just want something like tall and a little lighter, go for a French 75.
Oh, yeah.
It's the French Quarter. It's the classic drink. They can make that blindfolded 10 ways from Wednesday. And if you're at brunch and you're just like, I just want something a little like tall and light and not a Bloody Mary, ask for a Ramos Gin Fizz.
Eric's saying it's only going to be 69 there tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow is the chilly day here too. And then after, into next week, it's in the 80s.
Yeah, so.
Sazerac, yes. Amy, Sazerac.
Which was actually originated apparently we were at that hotel, and I think one of us got a Sazerac. And after like 4 days of like some pretty hard drinks, it was like, oh boy. But I tell you, Roosevelt, yes, that's Sazerac is easy, classic, and brilliant.
Grilling some stone fruit.
I love it. This is a good thing.
Yeah, if we have the wherewithal, we should do that.
We could get all that together.
I didn't know we had a repeater.
Oh yeah. I remember he's setting it up, and I don't think it did the trick, and I think I'm doing something wrong here.
I'll be completely covered from head to toe because
sending signal back there
because of mosquitoes. Dimes. So anyway, Krakatoa punch that I made, it is as follows: 1 ounce aged rum, 1 ounce spiced rum, ½ ounce orgeat, 3 ounces Gorilla Grog, and a 1/4 ounce hibiscus grenadine. And the Gorilla Grog is passion fruit, guava, pineapple, orange juice, lemon juice, and falernum. And this is good. I'm so glad you suggested it because it is delicious.
I have sampled this myself.
Oh, and we went to the Roosevelt too.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
You kind of got it. Well, I remember before we were attending, we were at Ohana with you, and you were actually recommending places that we could go, and you recommended like 3 dozen places. And, would love to have spent that much time there. But we did take you up on some of those suggestions, which totally hit it out of the park. So what can I tell you? Take it from people who know.
Love me.
Oh, they love them.
Gettysburg, man, mosquitoes love me.
They love your sister more. And the fact is, if they love you more than me, if they love you more than me, they love plenty of me. Usually my ankles. My ankles are exposed, and I'll get all these welts on there. So I really gotta spray up.
Oh, Eric's saying, I wonder if I got my first mosquito bite on my leg already. Probably.
I kind of feel like I have.
Now I'm getting a little chilly.
I kind of feel like I have.
It might be the mosquito.
I'm feeling good, and of course the blood vessels are dilated because I have had a round. So there we go. But I know what to do now.
I've had almost 2 rounds, and
I know what
ready
to do
for
now.
Another. Anyway, life.
All right. You know what? This requires a specific mug which I can get. Is it behind me?
Which mug?
Hawaii Kai mug, one of the tall ones.
Um,
We have a couple that came from a friend. That's Mr. Hoffman, who I don't
They
know
don't
if he's
leak,
tuned
do
in
they?
tonight. They do not leak.
all
No,
right, you
they're
gotta
fine.
wash it.
Oh, I definitely do.
You gotta wash
This
it.
is a genuine Hawaii Kai. You will find this on the market. Not uncommon because they sold a lot of them back in the day. I do not believe that there's any label except Japan, which means it's probably an Odagiri for you collectors. Odagiri Mercantile made a ton of them. They used to have these little like paper labels on there that fall off, so you can't
Oh,
tell.
nothing works
sure it
for
is.
repellent. Oh.
Man, they just love you.
Oh, Eric,
tell
I
you,
know.
They just love you.
Hate it when it's late at night and you're trying to sleep and you hear this whining of a mosquito sound near your face. Then, of course, you smack yourself. Oh, God.
There's only one solution. Keep bats, and they'll eat everything. There we go.
I'm done. I'll be back.
We don't keep bats.
We don't keep
But
bats.
What?
You heard me.
I did not. He says, you heard me. I'm like, no, I actually didn't. What was I going to say? Oh, we should make a cocktail in order of the NY Comic Con. Oh my gosh. Maybe we could do that next week. Oh my gosh. Lisa says, I have a few mosquito bites and I got into poison oak a few days ago. No. Oh. Oh, hi, Jean. Good to see you. Yay. Gonna have to resort to going out in a bubble. I feel you. I really do. I was gonna say something about repellent and I lost my train of thought. I try to cover up, and in summer it sucks because it's hot and like bundling up like and it just whatever. Anyway, whatever. I was reading something today that New Jersey has Lyme disease, so great. Oh, Chess says, one time in Puerto Vallarta, I had to sleep with a pillowcase over my head to keep the mosquitoes away. Oh! It was hot and humid, so I almost drowned. Suze, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, that's crazy. I would have done that, though. I feel like I've had on, like, tights or whatever, socks, and I still get bitten through them. That's how much the mosquitoes like me. I was just, New Jersey has Lyme disease, apparently, so yeah, I gotta be extra careful this year. And the deer are coming out, so we gotta watch for the ticks, too. We live in the middle of a city. We're not rural at all. And we still get all the wildlife. So, deer, the occasional bear, all of it, yeah. Oh, wait, going out in high socks. Yes, I know, in summer, right? It's crazy. And then, like, you start thinking, like, oh, the top of my head, maybe I need to wear a hat, too. So then you start looking like, I don't know, like Indiana Jones or something. Leather jacket, leather gloves. It's July. I'm hearing noises in there.
Okay.
Oh, Sue says we have coyotes, roadrunners, bunnies, squirrels, and lizards. Oh, I wish we had lizards.
Lizards would be great.
I know.
Lizards eat roaches.
I know they do.
And everything else they can get their hands on. So I need the lime. Is that inside the blue?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay.
What are you making?
I'm going to try to build this on camera so you can see what the hell is going on.
Oh, okay.
This actually requires, well,
Do you want me to move your book
Thank
so
you.
you can
This
see it?
specifies.
Now, what are you making?
This specifies to make this in one of those drink blenders, like a shake mixer.
What are you making?
I'm making the Hawaii Kai Swizzle.
Okay.
Jeez.
You didn't say that before.
I didn't. I was getting to it. Give a guy a break. Zoink scoop.
Write it down.
Thank you.
All right.
I knew that one of these had this. So this is 2 ounces of lime. So it's a pretty heavy hit on the lime, but it's a big drink.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Right. Okay. So here we go. That sounds fair. I will pass this back to you. And that's as far as I got, so I'll take that back. The book.
Oh,
I'll take the book back.
wait. That's as far as you got.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in there?
So far it's limed. I've been cleaning things out and finding this
Oh,
guy.
jeez. Okay.
So there we go. So an ounce of the orange juice, which I put away. An ounce of grapefruit juice, which is inside.
Oh! Oh, geez. Amy says I've already got a few mosquito bites. Ah!
Ounce
Oh.
of apricot nectar I happen to have right there. Hey, knock it off.
1 ounce.
Velvetiki. 1 ounce of apricot nectar. I'll bring that in so you can see it.
Okay.
Big fun.
All right, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Josie is so cute. I've seen pictures. Josie is adorable. Amy enjoys a swizzle, right? Who doesn't? Oh yeah, well, yes, John, I've heard that story. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that part. I knew it was Lyme, Connecticut. I didn't know the rest, so, jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait.
There we go. Ounce of apricot nectar. Here we go.
Okay, 1 ounce apricot nectar?
Yep.
Okay. Are you going back in the house for every ingredient? Oh, jeez. He got home late. So, yeah.
So what happens when I do something on the fly? I think it's an ounce of orange and an ounce of grapefruit. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Ounce of grapefruit. Got it. Okay.
Ounce of orange juice?
Yep.
Okay.
Sort of and shaken up. I like this how I can kind of appear as if by magic, and there we go. Ounce of orange juice.
Okay. And what's next?
Ounce of grapefruit juice.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a big drink.
It is, I'm telling you.
Are you hearing him?
And it's got like some stuff in it. It's got like a lot of booze in it, so it's
So far we've got 2 ounces of fresh lime juice, 1 ounce apricot nectar, 1 ounce orange juice, and 1 ounce grapefruit juice. Now what do we have?
half ounce of falernum, which is actually in there, so I'll be
Okay.
swapping stuff out, and I'll do and come back.
Half ounce falernum. Can't wait to hear what else goes into this. I can't have it because of the grapefruit, but oh wait, I gotta catch up. So spoiled. I love it, Lisa. Errol would say she takes after me. No. Oh. This is what he's working on. It smells good. I still have my Krakatoa punch. This was a fun one to make. Oh, free-range chickens running around will help control the tick and skeeter population. Oh,
Shout
okay.
out on them, don't they?
No, wait, what did you add?
Half ounce of falernum, like you'd already put down.
I was ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, sure ahead.
Right.
So now we need, it actually calls for sugar. I don't think you need that with all that sweet
I don't think
stuff.
you need sugar.
No.
There's a lot of sugar in here already.
It's calling for an ounce of gold rum and an ounce of demerara. Well, I happen to have an ounce of an amber rum, which I think will work swell on this there,
We have
folks.
demerara though.
I've got some demerara inside this Hamilton. I'm going to use it because this is a big drink and it could actually use the hit. There we go.
John says, poor Paul, he should have stopped on the way home and bought canned Mai Tai cocktails and called it a day. Or Shasta Tiki Punch and vodka. Oh. Oh.
Folks.
Oh, Dime, yes. Okay, yeah,
There are
this
some-
is delicious, Dime. I'm glad you
There
suggested
are some
it.
canned cocktails that I could recommend, and there's some who will remain nameless for other reasons. So here we go. I actually tried one that was simply called Sex on the Beach, and I got to tell you, as much as it's like sounds god awful in a can, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever had. Seriously.
What's the worst thing you've ever had?
I asked for a Mai Tai at a joint on the pier, on Pier 17 at one point.
Oh, I remember that.
Gal starts whipping out all sorts of things. I don't know if any of it was rum, and I don't know what was in there, and I was like, not a Mai Tai.
Wait, so you did 1
And it's not a good drink either.
1 ounce gold rum
Mm-hmm. Woo. Yep, this
And-
stuff has a hit.
and 1 ounce demerara?
1 ounce of demerara. Actually using the Beach Bum Berries Zombie Blend because I thought that's a little higher proof, and this thing could definitely withstand that. I might even toss in some of that Myers.
It's higher proof, and I need the proof.
And I need the proof.
Okay.
Well, you know what they say in that great song, St. Nick is landing on the roof. He loves us all, and here's the proof. So I'm going to add a bunch of, as best I can, crushed ice to this, because it's going inside this baby. And this is going to get blended up in this guy. And I'm going to pour it on, America.
Oh, Albert says Facebook has bad Mai Tais in the wild. Yes, okay, so.
Mai Tais.
Yes, I follow bad Mai Tais on Instagram.
It's pretty hilarious,
Yes.
because some of these are so far off,
Oh,
you wonder
God,
which
I know.
Pluto they're orbiting. And some of them are kind of close, but not quite. This
Oh,
also
John
takes
has
some
not
extra
tried.
bitters.
John has not tried a canned cocktail yet.
Okay.
I feel like you're not missing a lot. I've had some that aren't bad, but you're not. I have enjoyed me though a can of wine. I've had some canned wines and I'm like, this is okay. Oh, okay, so. Oh, the pre-made bullet old fashioned is really great. Okay, all right. I've seen that in the store. I haven't picked it up, but I had 5 shakes of chocolate bitters. Okay. Well, there's a recommendation. I've seen it. Yeah.
We have straws over there?
We do have straws over here.
Metal straws?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, anyway, you heard all that noise. That was the Hamilton Beach drink maker, which, if you're going to run a Trader Vic's style bar, that's how they make the Mai Tais. So, get one. I mean, they're not that much.
Okay, we got some votes for the bullet old fashioned canned cocktail. All right.
There's another old fashioned canned, which I know that Christy and Jeff keep on hand. It's in tiny cans because it's not a big drink. But you pour it over an ice cube. Thank you, Seaweed.
Welcome.
And you get an old fashioned.
You need some decoration.
Now, an old fashioned is 3 things. But if you're at some sort of picnic thing and all you got is a cooler, it's great to be able to reach in, grab a can, pour it in a glass, and say, aha.
You need some decoration.
I'll take some decor. Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
well, there's a lemon twist. I also
And
have
you know-
cherries. You want cherry?
I'll take a cherry. And
Okay. I didn't do all this for my health. Okay, here we go. That's a beach bum pick with the cherry. All right, well, you used beach bum rum, right? Bum rum. I used the beach bum berry pick.
The bum himself would actually say, you're more complete. It's an umbrella.
Oh, Peter had canned French wine. Okay. Yeah,
And you'd be right.
the canned wine wasn't terrible that I had.
We drink box wine all the time.
Oh, okay. John didn't like the canned wine. I'd like to know which one you had.
Yeah, we good to know about that. We've had a few canned wines that were fine, and there's a canned Prosecco that's really good. And if you're actually at some thingy and you've just got lots of cans of various things in the cooler, and you reach in and grab a can of Prosecco and it's really cold, and you have some, you're like, this is great. No, the only thing is that it's 12 ounces of about 12 or 14 proof stuff. So it's not like it's a beer. It's 4 times the size of a beer, but you just drank the same volume as a beer. So you're like, hey, I'm gonna get in there. So this is something to have when you're just going to be staying put. I'm just saying. Here we go.
Oh, okay. So okay. Lisa says, I'm not against canned drinks, but you can't beat a hand mixed drink. Exactly. I'm with you.
This contains grapefruit juice.
Oh, I can't have it.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I had to warn you.
I know you did. All right. I was going to try
I could
it.
have subbed more of the orange juice and made it for you, and you wouldn't have told a damn bit of difference.
Yeah.
So we'll do that in the future.
Oh.
But this is, in fact, there's the famous Hawaii Kai Swizzle, which I recommend. It's a really good drink. It's got some unique things in it. It's a big tropical that totally fills up this mug. Because a lot of you make a Mai Tai, it's going to be that much.
John says,
that much in that mug. It's like, what happened to the rest of my
I
drink?
had a canned wine called House Wine. What?
Will.
Whose house?
Whose house serves cans?
Whose house?
I've had a lot of canned beer at houses, but seldom wine.
Franzia. Glendora would be so proud.
Oh, hot stuff coming through.
Oh, Eric had to close the windows.
Yeah.
It started getting chilly.
I believe it is much cooler out there than when we started, and certainly at lunchtime, which I enjoyed in Bryant Park. And I got to say, that was really pretty civilized. There was live music. There was a pianist who's won some awards.
Oh.
I think it was like the Huey Blake Award or something along those lines. And she was just cooking with gas.
Oh, Chess says
I can live with that.
if you can't drink grapefruit juice, you can substitute Campari and lime. All right, I'll do that.
There's a good idea.
I love
Like,
Campari.
Get the idea of that bitter going on and get something. That's a good idea.
What's something else?
Something else.
Something else.
Elsa.
Elsa.
Elsa?
Like from Frozen. No,
What does Elsa have to do with this?
Something else.
You want some Elsa Lanchester? Well, gotta wait till Halloween. There are things to be had, you know. Do you want me to find something in here?
Hi, David. Good to see you.
Hey, Dave. Well,
Aw.
busy is busy. If you're still at work or something,
Well, I hope you're fine
finish
too.
what you're doing and then come join us. You can always watch the rest on the
Hope you're
rebroadcast.
fine too.
I was just watching one today and it really looks good. So, there.
If you do say so.
If I do say so myself. And, get your scintillating host here. If you can withstand a rebroadcast for a couple hours, I think you could. I think we try to keep things moving along, and we have a fabulous audience. Hello. A shout out there.
Hi, Devin.
Hey, Devin.
Long time no see. I'm glad you're here.
Speaking of a little Pacific Northwest action.
I know. So, are you making something else?
Well, I am not because I have something, but you need something, so I'm trying to find something for you.
I was thinking maybe. I washed some tiki cocktail glasses today.
A cocktail size thing.
I was thinking maybe a cocktail size thing.
Let me see what I got in here, because they have some things
Oh,
which
Devin, I
definitely
totally
look like
understand. I understand life getting crazy. What do we?
That can't do. This got grapefruit.
Everything in that book has grapefruit.
This one has grapefruit.
Everything in that book has grapefruit. I'm telling you.
The Mai Tai does not have grapefruit. No, it does. Okay, forget it. Man, you can't have the Mai Tai.
Mai Tais don't have grapefruit. So.
Yeah, theirs veers very far off of the canon.
Shuck.
And I have made it, and it was very good.
Thank you, David.
It was very good. It was probably a little closer to what Don Beach was slinging as a Mai Tai, which might tell you something about the bartenders over at the Hawaii Kai. I'm enjoying their drink, in one of their mugs, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And this actually came to us, it was name taking my buddy Mike. Actually, his sister Carol provided these.
Yes.
We have two of these.
Yes, she did.
So if you're watching, got the wrong thing on my mouth.
Oh, Amy says, I can drink grapefruit, but I'm not a fan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cuts out a lot of grogs for me.
Grog is critical to have the grapefruit.
Yeah.
So if you can't, you got to start subbing. And I've seen some pretty weird subs out there about that business with the Campari and the lime. I think you're getting pretty spot on.
I know. I'm eager to try that. So.
Oh, yeah. Flirting.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna freelance.
I'm trying to think. Don't we have some cocktail-sized things in here
I don't know.
that would work really well?
Do we?
Oh wait, this is. I'm going into the non-alcoholic section. Nope, got to go back into alcoholic.
Oh, John says, I gotta say, other than having Paul have to jump up to mix cocktails, I love having you guys sit with the mug shelf behind you. I know.
Well, if I had been here today instead of going to the office,
I know, he got home really late.
Would have had a little more time to do a little setup, because otherwise it's all on this one over here, and that's a little uneven. I'm just saying.
Well, he did set up the lights.
I did that at 6.
And the mic.
6 this morning before I had to leave. But the rest of it was on you, and I didn't even feed you what I was making. So hey.
Oh, David says grapefruit screws with my stomach. I'll stick with pineapple.
Oh yeah.
I know I shouldn't do. I know I shall regret this. I'm quoting Christmas in Connecticut now. I know I shall regret this, but
Elizabeth, I know I shall regret this.
I'm just gonna invent.
How does this sound over here? Waikiki Sunset.
I can't read that at all.
Pineapple, lime, rum, maraschino, grenadine.
That sounds all right. Is that an up drink?
That is a cocktail size drink.
Okay, so.
They're putting that in some sort of thing with a parasol. I'm like, there's not enough here to go into one of these things.
Okay, well, I need my glass and I need the maraschino.
Okay. You've got pineapple, you got lime.
I do.
You got the lime over there.
Yeah.
You've got use the Bruegel on this one. It'll make
Okay.
it sound better. And you've got the grenadine.
It'll make it sound better.
It'll make it taste better. And you've got the grenadine, and you just need the maraschino.
Oh, Dime. Oh, Opera says Christmas in Connecticut, my favorite Christmas movie. I have to watch it every year. Oh, Dime, I know I can't take it either. Same reason, yeah. I wish I could get off, but I cannot get off of the meds. It's not going to happen.
Apparently, your genetics say otherwise.
I know. Like, I tried eating vegan for 3 months, and my cholesterol was still off the charts.
Jeez.
Okay, so, anyway, what am I doing with the Bruegel?
Okay, you want 1 ounce of that.
1 ounce
Yes,
of
it's kind of a shorty.
aged rum. Okay.
Yep.
Did you bring me one of those glasses I washed?
Where are they?
They're by the sink.
By the sink.
Wait.
I'm
Hi,
gonna-
Mike.
I'm going to feed you everything that you need. You're going to shake,
Oh,
and I'll return with your glass.
okay, hold on. Devin says my favorite Christmas movie is Batman Returns. I love it. I love it.
Hilarious. Well, that's a good idea. Actually, John, we saw a bar.
Oh, aloha, Mike.
We saw a bar online that was a coffee table, and you pressed a button, and the center portion raised, and it contained all the bar materials. This thing was so cool, and it was listed for not cheap.
No, Eric, I hope
there you go.
I hope your blood pressure stays okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 1 ounce of the Bruegel. What else?
You need 1/2 ounce pineapple juice. Oh,
Half ounce.
Oh, that's a 1/2 ounce.
That's a
measure.
1/2 ounce. Okay.
Yeah, you're done.
1/2 ounce pineapple juice.
1/2 ounce of lime.
And 2.
Yep.
1/2 ounce fresh lime juice.
Mm-hmm. You've got that.
Okay. And
1/4 ounce of the maraschino.
okay.
Now, you could be a
1/4
little
ounce
vague with
maraschino.
that.
Ugh.
A delicious pink taste treat of rum
A
and
delicious pink taste. Oh,
pink taste treat.
Gettysburg Ma'am says mine will always be a Christmas story. Oh.
Oh yeah. Well, we do that every year because, and everybody gets to enjoy some fun.
Oh, I know, Dime. It's hereditary. It's hereditary because
Can't do nothing about it.
you know when they first ask you, they're like, "Do you eat a lot of Big Macs?" And I'm like, "I don't eat Big Macs ever, ever."
Not
so,
in
yeah,
like
no, I know.
some decades, guys. And a dash of grenadine.
Hi, Errol.
Dash of grenadine.
I had to say hi to Errol. Errol's here.
You have to finish your drink and then say hi to Errol.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. Okay. You
Shake
gotta.
with ice.
No, you gotta remind me because I gotta put it on the sheet
That's right.
of what I did.
So shake with
I
ice.
need ice.
I'll get ice.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right, and then
And
this is a short hoist.
it's a short
All right. Strain into a cocktail glass. I wonder how Hawaii Kai would feel knowing I'm using a Trader Vic's cocktail glass.
They respected the competition, as I recall.
Did they? I never asked them. Thank
I
you.
did once.
All right. Strain into a cocktail glass.
And boom. I don't mind getting up when we need something. I know I've had to get up a lot tonight. I was not fully prepared with drinks, but it suddenly occurred to me while I was buying ingredients. I want to make something from this book, and now we have made 2 things.
I'm going
So there
to
we
sip
go.
a little before I garnish.
Great book. It's available on the secondary market. Not particularly hard to find. Not crazy expensive. Shouldn't be.
Oh, that's good.
It's been through at least a couple pressings. One has a completely different title, but you just check the authors and you're there. And it contains a lot of recipes from the restaurant. It contains a ton of drinks that they serve. It's kind of
garnish
classic.
with a twist. You know what? I put this twist. That's for a mug. All right. Garnish with a twist.
I am still enjoying the Hawaii Kai Swizzle, which in fact I blended it in the Swizzle.
Hi, Gil.
But you know what? Tastes the same, folks. There's a really heavy hit of
Gil, that's a good question.
lime juice
What
in
is the
here.
name of the cocktail I just made?
You
That's a darn good question.
just made something called the Waikiki Sunset.
Waikiki Sunset.
Waikiki Sunset.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to have you read it to me again.
It described as a...
Oh, Hold
Yes,
on.
yes.
Jessica would like to know if all your home bars have signature cocktails. They should.
They should.
They should. I know.
We have some things which we have, well, we've invented a ton of stuff here, you've been watching us. We have some things that we've made over the years, which I think I could definitely adapt and say that's
and if not, some suggestions are the Velveteen Staycation and the Velveteen Dream. I love it. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Velvetiki Dream.
Thank you, Jessica, because I love it.
I'm kind of liking that. The Velvetiki Dream.
Okay, wait.
We could provide ingredients for that too.
Oh, Mike, have fun.
Hey.
So Waikiki Sunset, you said.
Okay, described as a delicious pink taste treat of rum and suggestive passion fruits.
It's really not pink.
It doesn't contain passion fruit. It contains passion fruits. The hula is a cinch after 2 drinks. Well, this only has an ounce of booze in it, so you're going to need 2.
Waikiki
Sunset. Okay. Are you ready, Weeva?
I sure am.
Okay, ½ ounce of pineapple juice. Listen along, folks. Here's how it's made.
Okay, ½
If
ounce
you don't listen
pineapple
along,
juice.
I hope that you're a sponsor because
Okay.
you get them. ½ ounce of lime juice. I think we use lemon. Big deal.
Shh.
Don't tell anybody. Ounce of white rum.
Okay, I'll put that.
We actually used an amber rum, and that worked just
I know,
great.
like we're already so.
Okay,
all right.
Who the hell cares? A ¼ ounce of maraschino liquor. We use the Marasca, an excellent product. You might find it easier to get the Luxardo product, an excellent product. You're probably not going to find the stock product. That's been gone for a long time. Dash of grenadine.
Ugh. Shake strain.
Shake strain cocktail. This way I always write it, and she actually, she'll go in and actually flesh that out into like a full book so that you're ready to go there. I write in shorthand, people. I'm busy back here, I'm telling you.
Oh, Jess, likewise. Thank you.
100% Franzia. Well, I appreciate drink.
I appreciate that.
If a drink title occurs to you, it's inspiration, and if it's really wacky, it's like I love it even more. We can figure that out because a lot of the classics have fairly pedestrian names, maybe the name of the club they were invented at, and then some of them just have these crazy whack job names, and I love when a drink is like that.
John says if Glendora gets wind of the staycation cocktails, it's going to be all Franzia. Yeah, probably. Oh, I sprayed stuff on the. Okay.
Whoop.
Oh, Gettysburg Man. Happy Memorial Day, yes. And
Please.
Thank you to all who have served. Yes.
What does it just say? A number of members of my family actually have been
Thank you for joining
various
us.
conflicts over the 20th century. And some of them were in distinct harm's way, and some of them were spending a lot of time on the mule farm in Georgia. Well, everybody who does the part does the part. My dad was in Germany in the 50s.
Their part, right?
It was necessary at the time. And our buddy Matt actually was in Germany in the 80s when it was very Cold War going on. So one has to say, even if it's not like firing bullets, you're always tense. That's the thing. I'm going to try this because
it's good. Yeah, do it. Eric says Glendora could start a band called Franzia and her Drunken
Very
Angels.
Nice. I just like the idea of drunken angels. You're kind of thinking a bunch of guys on motorcycles, but who knows?
Glendora, and the Franzia 5.
Franzia 5.
Then she needs the Franzia 5.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Franzia would sue her.
Well, she's a Jersey girl, so you imagine that the Franzia 5 sounds something like either the Four Seasons or the Angels, the group who gave you My Boyfriend's Back. So who knows? One of those things. It's a Jersey joint. There is one Jersey joint left when it comes to tiki. One. Out of who knows how many dozens.
Is that one still open? Hold on.
Please.
No, that's not. You're talking about classic places.
Yeah. Oh, there's another joint? Oh, wait, there's a joint in Jersey City that does tropicals.
What the hell is that place?
Little Buddies that was in Asbury.
Yeah, is it still open?
I don't know. It was a cool place. I hope they're open. Yeah, maybe I'm totally wrong here. Maybe there are other places. Little Buddy Hideaway. Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Permanently closed.
Oh. That hurts the heart. I can't even
I'm glad
recommend
we
them.
went there.
I am glad.
I'm glad we went there.
They were very cool. They had great decor, and they were mixing very high. And when we were there, they actually had Magdalena on the Wheels of Steel mixing for you. Now that was really cool. A little shout out to our buddies over there at High Tide Records. So.
Ugh. I hope that's. Yeah, Little Buddies is gone. So sad.
Yeah, a lot of places didn't really survive the last few years, including among our favorites, one of the places that have been there forever in New Jersey, the Lenoir.
Devin says
it hurts the heart to actually have to report that, but it was and it is, and there you go.
Devin says Glendora could have a Christmas single called Boxing Day.
Ah!
I love it.
Day after Christmas, I need her box wine.
Your box wine. Devin, I might actually take that idea.
Big fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
How different from the duo who called themselves Panasonic, had to rename themselves Pan Sonic.
You know,
oh,
copyright. Well, you cannot step on the corporation.
Oh, Amy saw the Surfragettes there.
Yeah,
we went there one time after Asbury Park, but I don't think anyone was playing, were they?
No, we didn't see a live band there, although we did see...
Oh, Devin, I'm so doing that.
Oh, yeah, please. That same year that we were at Little Buddy, we did actually witness the Surfragettes play at one of the event hotels.
Yes.
In that atrium. I think you were there, Amy, as a matter of fact. I forget what the was the hotel? And cool hotel.
Asbury.
The Asbury. The Asbury itself in their atrium. And if you take a look at the Captain Quad page up on YouTube, you will find a video that I shot of them playing I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night, and great version, and that is my most successful live music video ever.
Yeah.
By about 4 figures. That is so far above everything else I've ever
Maybe
put
it was
up.
there.
But I tell you, you get 4 great gals doing some surf, and it's going to get a lot of attention. That's just the thing. It's a really great version. So
Eric says, did you like your video coverage of the Surfragettes?
Oh, I did. Oh, it was awesome because I was in the back. It was a crowded room, and it was really impossible to get above heads. So I just look around, and I happened to find an orange crate. Now, what's an orange crate? No, an apple box. Apple box. What's an apple box? It's a box you put apples in? No. In movies, John's here, he understands. It's a box about the size of this table that's actually made out of hardwood, and that you actually can invert to make it about 2 feet high, and you can stand on it. So I just found this thing like yoink, boing, and I just stood on the damn thing in the back of the place so I could get my camera above everything, above everybody's heads. And I nailed about 2 or 3 songs. I think I got like about half of their version of a song called Stroll On, which was the Yardbirds song. And it's very cool. It looks great. Other people were filming too. You can see me filming with their phones. It's insane these days.
Did you see?
But I got great video with surround sound, so it's going to sound better than everybody else's too. So there you go. I keep hearing that. Is that your phone?
No, that's the computer. Did you see Chaz's comment? Electric Prunes. I had too much to dream last night.
Oh yeah. No, you check this out. You're gonna love it. It's a really good version, and hell, they could use another hit. Oh yeah, full apples, half and quarter. We actually found during the shooting of Ellen Waits that there are 3 configurations for the apple box. There is
New York.
There is
LA and Chicago.
Yeah, LA, which is very flat. You put the box down. New York, you invert it this way because Chicago.
No, New York's the highest.
New York, you invert it. Chicago, you invert it this way because you're halfway up, and then New York is your highest because of all the skyscrapers. And the fact is, I was in a New York configuration, but I was way the hell up against the bookcases, so it was I was okay with it. I didn't think I was going to tumble because no permanent damage. Whatever the hell you're doing, no permanent damage. I mean, I could be sitting on a 30-foot ladder, and it's like I'm not going to fall because I have a lot of self-preservation going on, people.
Fingers crossed. Right?
I've been there with a very long boom pole. This one, I was just holding a camera.
Oh, Devin's asking, where can we watch your movies? So.
Not yet, but. Patience.
We're having a screening in June, but after the screening, we're going to have a free weekend where we'll put it on Well, it's on Vimeo now, but it's password protected.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna
Gotta
do
keep
is
it.
we're just gonna
Got to keep it that way.
get rid of the password for like, I don't know,
A couple of days.
3 or 4 days,
A
and
weekend.
then yeah, for a weekend, and
Yeah.
then after the weekend's over, we'll
It'll
password
expire.
protect it again.
So we can just because at the end of the Poor Life Choices Film Fest, of course, the festival said, okay, free Friday, just to pump up
Yeah.
some views on your videos, which was a really great gesture. And several correspondents here were able to see the movie then, but it was very fast, and you might have missed
Yeah.
it. And other people that I know were like, oh, I didn't see it. One of our set decorators, Marky, who provided the art in the background, actually was able to see it. I think he might be here tonight. Pardon, who knows? But we will do that sort of thing again and make it much clearer. We will
Yeah.
probably announce that on one of these broadcasts.
Yeah.
So keep watching, the same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll let you know when you can actually tune in and just grab it off of Vimeo, because we want you to see it. However, we are also have to respect film festivals, which talk about exclusivity and did you premiere it here, and sometimes you can't even enter the festival if you've already seen it. If it's available on the
don't
internet
want
and blah blah blah.
film
blah, blah.
festivals don't want to show your film if it's available online. But I think if we
I got
just
it.
say like, okay, well, this coming weekend it's going to be available, and here's where you can see it, and then on Monday we'll just password protect it again.
We can
So.
send it out.
Oh,
and
thank
send
you,
it in.
Amy.
Thank you, Amy. We really appreciate that. Everybody who saw it at Coney Island, I
Coney
think, had a
Island,
great
yeah.
time. Had a great time.
So-
We really didn't get a lot of feedback off of Poor Life Choices, even though it's still an awesome film festival.
Oh my God! Well,
name.
I just love a
I just love
festival
it.
called Poor Life Choices.
You know, we saw a bunch
Hair in
of
my eyes.
we had access to all of it, and we saw a bunch of content, and it was all like pretty far out and pretty edgy, and I really enjoyed the stuff that we saw
Oh.
from other creators. People were really hitting high.
Gil says, I actually bought a cocktail book earlier today called Tropical Standard. Okay. The author enlightened me to citrus acid adjustment on a Mai Tai using pineapple in place of lime. It was so tasty. Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's potentially why a lot of Mai Tais contain pineapple.
We always call that the New England Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Because New England, they tend to add pineapple.
Back in the day when there were a ton of places circling around Boston, various highways ringing Boston.
Like
there.
old school places.
Whether it's 128,
Yeah.
whether it's 95, etc., all sort of thing. There used to be a ton of places, dozens of places. Well, they were all copying each other, and there was a standard formula for a Mai Tai, which was basically make it the way you think it's made, add about an ounce of pineapple, mix it all, shake it into your glass there, right? Pour in a glass, add your umbrella, add your pineapple stick, usually a pineapple stick, and then add about a half ounce of dark rum as a float. I think John here recognizes that very much. And that was a very typical formula. We just started calling it New England Mai Tai.
Yep.
You're going to get that in a New England joint. Now today, you've got only 2 joints are left after all those places. I believe that the Kowloon is probably still making it that way, and then the place in Attleboro is Moncu is still making them that way. So ask for a Mai Tai, you're going to get something that looks like that. And then I sometimes I'll just make it that way because I get a little nostalgic for that kind of thing. Even though back in the day I never really had Mai Tais in New England, but in more recent years, yeah, a lot of them, and it's a fun thing. The other thing about them is if you have a place that's doing a lot of premixes, like at Ohanalua at the lake, and like after a few days, these barrels are getting down and people aren't really shaking the barrel, the juices start to kind of like float, and other things start to settle. So you get poured a drink. This is going back a few years. I asked for a Mai Tai, I get it, and it is so tart. And I just say to the gal, can you just take the gun and just hit me with about an ounce of seltzer? And she does that, and it takes it right back down. And that's another trick. Just give it an ounce of seltzer. Is that going to harm your Mai Tai? If it's heavy with the acidity, no. It's going to bring it back in balance. That's very important.
But not in a Mai Tai. Exactly.
Like
you know,
mountains.
I feel like if you're getting a Mai Tai that's way too tart, you could go back to the bar and be like, could you shake that up and
balance it out a little bit?
Because
the seltzer trick is the fastest thing that anybody can do because they're reaching for a gun. Bang, done. The second thing that's possible is to say throw in a little more sweetness. And in a Mai Tai, you don't have any sweet juices, but you have liqueurs. could you hit me with like a quarter ounce of your orgeat or your orange liqueur? And if you do that, that'll probably bring the balance right back up. You're still regulation. You're doing exactly what Turtleneck would have done.
Eric. I'm
Eric.
looking at Eric's comment. I've heard of I Dream of Wires, but like, why have I heard of that? Why do I know that film?
Those are not gunshots, by the way.
No, that was Backfire.
That's just backfire from somebody who has rigged his car to do that. So, never a dull moment around this. It's either that or the racetrack, and we're hearing the sprint cars. You can hear that's like halfway across town. I'm still hearing this stuff.
No.
Big fun in the Tiki Room. But you know, to be able to be in the Velvetiki in May is some kind of awesome.
I know.
We have been in
it's
here
great.
as much as we can. I was talking about inaugurating the grilling season, which people do around Memorial. I'm like, yeah, for all of you plebes who don't actually fire up the grill in January.
It doesn't make them plebes.
No.
Sheesh.
Anyway, just having some fun. Well, actually, I think Jeff just fired up his Weber recently for the first time, and it was in great shape. I mean, wow, that great stuff came off that grill. I mean, big kudos going on there. And but he hadn't really done it before then. And it's like, well,
good night, Peter.
They're further north; they get more ice, so I understand. But
yes, that's
I'm
why.
out there shoveling snow off the thing, man.
Yes, Eric, that's why I've heard of it. It's about synthesizers. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, the patch. You mean like modular synths, like a Moog or a Buchla? Definitely.
Oh my gosh, John says some of the crappiest Chinese restaurants in my area splash a shot of Coke on the top. What? Only because they don't care. It cuts the lime sour and mimics the dark rum. Oh my god, that's so interesting.
So it's kind of like a rum Coke, but a Mai Tai.
Wow.
We've heard of bad Mai Tais before, but this one is breaking new ground.
Yeah.
Definitely. Night, Peter.
Oh.
Definitely. I tell you, we have in our time been mixing with our bar that we are usually broadcasting from now for nearly 30 years.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No wonder it's sticky.
No wonder it's a little sticky. From time to time, you give that thing a deep cleaning. You're like,
I do.
good grief, what the hell's going on here?
What have we been doing back here?
But it's same old bar and a lot of the same ingredients, and we've been doing it. And one of the first things we did
with
was
orgeat and curacao, John says.
if I could possibly get both ingredients, that would be a very very good thing. It can be hard with these things, but the almond flavor needs to be in there, you know.
Yeah.
And you've got to have a good orange. And I think that a lot of formulas will not specify something like Marnier, but boy, does it really punch it up a bit. It's kind of nice.
Oh, Mike says, I'm back. Got my Mai Tai in hand. Nice.
Nice. I like the idea.
We're gonna hang out. I need something.
I'm still enjoying the Mai Tai Swizzle.
I'm not enjoying anything.
Oh, no, you got nothing. You're not enjoying that, for
not
sure.
enjoying having nothing.
Yeah, but definitely. Well, I'm not going to talk too much before we get going something, but we're still talking about this Mai Tai business. And I got to say, it's a really simple formula that Trader Vic revealed in 1972. So if you don't know how to make it by now, people, wake up. That's the thing. There's not
It's not
that
like it's a
much
state
to
secret.
it. It's a fairly simple sour, which just has one ingredient that you probably weren't thinking of. It's not that hard to make. You do need to have a bunch of ice in there. It's properly made, not a very strong drink, but it is of average strength, and it withstands quite a bit of dilution. So your double old-fashioned, I was about to reach for one, but I don't have one, full of ice is a good way to go.
There's a double old-fashioned mug over there.
And if you wanted to add things like a pineapple stick and a cherry and an umbrella, well, that's fine. If you want to add a pineapple juice, you're definitely veering off of target, but it's not going to kill it for me.
John, we would love to come visit sometime soon. That would be great. Oh.
Any Mai Tais.
Original Mai Tai, the best, yes.
Mai Tai Raw Ai. That's like why the thing is called the way it is. There is a completely different drink that Don Beach created called a Mai Tai, which he insisted was the original Mai Tai. And it's like nobody ever drinks that, but you're welcome to try. So
Awesome decor, still all vintage, perfect food.
Oh,
I would
I
love
love
to.
that.
Hawaiian Isle. Okay.
Yeah, you
All
know,
right. I would
I've
love to.
as I recall, years ago, your inspiration was something in a record form called Exotic Island. We, by now, own a copy of that, and it's a pretty cool record. Great, great cover. And it's been the inspiration for many things in your life. But I gotta say that at this exact point in time, I really feel like some poo-poos.
I was thinking that. I was looking at the poo poo platter up on the bar going, oh.
I have no poo-poos.
I know.
We might actually have some dumplings left in a bag, frozen. I've got a air fryer. There was a call
Are we really
for
gonna do the air fryer?
right now.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay. I
But
thought you meant we were. I'm like,
once we finish, I could
Okay.
probably get to that. We actually, Trader Joe's has. Speaking of different traders, Trader Joe's has all these things like bagged dumplings, which are awesome when you throw in the air fryer.
Yeah.
We can do that on the air, and it's pretty cool. I tell you, you have a few drinks, you're like, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, you kind of are. So it's important to remember to get like a little chow to
Yeah.
fill that craw. A little fried rice, some dumplings, a little gyoza. If you want to have like
little nosh.
a little nosh here and there. Keep talking like this. Crab rangoon, yeah, de rigueur, please, absolutely. And you can get those frozen thrown in the fryer, boom, done.
Arbor says the words poo poo platter used to make me laugh as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I never even heard that poo poo platter till I was an adult. How sad is that?
Oh man,
How
you missed
sad
the
is-
poo-poos.
How sad is that?
Well,
I did.
I gotta tell you, I might have said this on the air before. I know I've said some of this on the air before, but I have two memories as a youth. Of
Exotic Island.
Oh,
John
there we
says.
go.
Yep.
oh yeah. Never play it. Oh man, somebody gave it to them.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Wow.
That's something. But you've had a copy now for years, and you play it often because hey, it's an awesome thing. I recall I facilitated your distribution of a certain Christmas record too, because people need to hear it.
Eric, I highly
You know-
recommend getting an air fryer and a crock pot. They have different uses,
They do?
and they're both incredibly useful. So.
Can you get a device that does both? Actually, yes. If you get it,
Although.
if you get the Instant Pot, it is both a crock pot and a pressure cooker and a yogurt maker. That's three big functions. And you can buy an attachment that makes it into an air fryer. And
That's what Dime just said.
There you go.
I
there you
love my Instant Pot. I really do.
We
Although
have-
I still use a crock pot for crock pot.
Our friend
things.
Joe has had one of those
Yeah.
Instant Pot things, and he managed to get the attachment for the air fryer for basically $0 from Amazon on points. And I was there some months ago, and we were having like actually did some burgers. I mean, he's vegan. We did some vegan burgers. And I said, you want some fries? So we cut up some fries, threw it in this thing, and they were just perfect. They were just awesome. So I got to say that works. You can get a device that basically does it all. And it more or less does
Yeah.
deep frying without all that heavy oil.
We're getting a
So
lot
there
of
you
those
go.
for the crock pot,
There we go.
the Instant Pot.
Instant Pot.
I
We've
do,
had good luck with Instant.
I do.
At this point, I think we've done most of the functions. I mean, the only thing it doesn't do is make ice cream, but we have the attachment that goes on the KitchenAid. Hello.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he made ice cream.
Oh, I made green tea ice cream. It was
Yeah, he
just
did.
perfect. It was just spot on. It was awesome. I actually have the
Oh,
ingredients to
John-
make pistachio
John
now.
says, I really love my air fryer. I want to get the Emerald 2 front door model. Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Yeah, you can do
So
all
many
these things.
gadgets.
You
So
could
little
you
space.
could fill your
I have all of them.
you could fill
I
your
really
kitchen
do.
with gadgets.
And I do because I love them.
But you could also, just get one or two that do everything that you need. I mean,
you could.
I love the KitchenAid. It's just this massive motor that will mix up anything. It's just so cool. You want to make bread? There you go. You want to make ice cream? There you go.
Diamond saying
Grind
Ninja
coffee?
makes one too.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love my Instant. Actually, we have a spare Instant Pot.
We in fact do, because we did a promo for a company that was hawking Instant Pots. So we have
So
a
they
spare
sent
Instant
us-
Pot.
But I love my original Instant Pot. So yeah.
Well, the other thing you do is actually steam the beans. Like dried beans.
Oh yeah.
And you want to prep them. This thing will take
Yeah.
about 45 minutes and you're done.
Yeah,
There's
rather
no
than
overnight
like
soak.
overnight. Yeah.
So, like you're making chili, hit this first, and then
Yes.
like in less than an hour, you're ready to go with chili. That's probably the ultimate function to my mind. Speed it
Yeah.
up, speed that plow. If you pressure cooker just makes your life faster. This is how KFC slings chicken. They got a pressure fryer. So.
Need to patch a hole in the street. Mix it up in the KitschenAid. Oh. Oh, John says I bought the Cuisinart soft serve maker. Just need to make Dole Whip. Oh my God.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
I would love that.
John, here's the kicker. You don't really need to have a soft serve ice cream maker. Any ice cream maker,
that would be handy.
any ice cream maker makes soft serve when you're done. What you have to do is harden it up to make hard ice cream. That's a kicker. We've actually made the Dole Whip from the mix in the ice cream maker. It worked just great.
Gil says
It's great.
Instant has their own air fryer. We like it better than our older.
Oh,
Okay,
Ninja.
great. I love it. Okay.
Boy, got a couple votes for
I
Dole
know,
Whip.
I'm voting for Dole Whip.
Do we actually still have some of the mix? I would do that.
I think we probably do.
I think we have some of the Dell's mix too. That's just, oh wow, that's pretty killer. We've also just made the Ben & Jerry's formula for lemon ice, which is as close as you're going to get to a fresh Dell's outside of Rhode
I
Island.
can't drink that.
No, you can't. And you know,
Give me
it
some.
is so simple and so good that I just go get the Ben & Jerry's ice cream book. You don't even need to be able to digest lactose in order to enjoy this book because there's so many ices in there.
Oh, yeah.
That are awesome. They're awesome. You can freeze anything. Anything. Big fun. We need to make her something.
Or bring me a beer anyway.
We can do that.
I don't want him to knock over his drink.
No.
Can't replace that mug.
We cannot. Joint's long gone, kids.
Oh. John says, I know you don't need it, but I wanted to put my mouth under the handle and pump soft serve into my mouth.
That's a little
Oh, Woosong Road makes a Dole Whip. Did we have Dole Whip at Woosong Road?
I do not believe we did. No. I do not.
We've only been to Woosong Road once, which was super fun, but we got to get back. Got to get back up that way. I asked him to just grab me a beer and he disappeared. Oh, because he brought me a beer koozie. Thank you.
I had to find the koozie.
I would have poured it into a
You can still do that.
picturesque.
But we have these fun koozies, which we're about to
do.
bust out over at the Lou Out the Lake thing in like less than a month. Sheesh.
So
Amy,
this
we're still here?
koozie is Bigfoot Radio, which is a short film that we met the filmmaker.
Yep.
And he had beer koozies.
Yeah, koozies made for this movie, which
I
is
know.
great. It's a great promo device. You're not going to throw that away. It's very cool.
Oh, Dole Whip and dark rum. Yes.
We have frequently heard about the whole like, go to Disney, bring a flask, buy a Dole Whip, pour a shot over it.
Oh.
It is very easy to do and it's great. And we even innovated the Dole Whip Mai Tai some years ago.
Oh, yes, we did.
I mean, you basically make your whole Mai Tai and then add some Dole Whip on top. And that's just another sequence of awesome that you didn't even imagine existed.
It's on YouTube. Yes, Bigfoot Radio is on YouTube. So I
check
recommend
it out.
watching it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you would enjoy it.
Tevin says, Peaches and Cream, a frozen yogurt place, has Dole Whip, and it's labeled as Dole Whip. It's pretty much the same as Disney. Oh,
Hello.
I love that.
We got the mix to make it, and I don't know whether that was a little off book or not.
Oh,
but,
yeah, Dole Whip Mai Tai.
But you can get a
It's good.
you can get the powdered mix, and if you have an ice cream maker, and it's not very hard to get an ice cream maker these days. It's we have an attachment to the KitchenAid.
Yep.
It's a whole system. Blah blah
Yep.
blah. You don't need a KitchenAid. It's just really great to have something which has a whole frozen unit that does it fast. But you can get a sort of a standard ice cream maker.
Oh,
and it'll
Satellite
do
says,
it.
but
It'll
they
do it.
search bags. You can take a flask into Disneyland. We didn't.
We know friends who have.
Yes, we do know friends who have.
And I
We've made Dole Whip
suppose-
here, so like yeah, we did
I
the Dole Whip
suppose
Mai
if we
Tai.
consider such things these days as metal detectors, we consider the fact that many flasks are made out of plastic materials. So, you know, if you need to get the job done,
John, that's
you know,
super smart. John says, now with the Cuisinart machine, I keep a quart of frozen Dole Whip in the freezer. I
that's,
can't believe we're not doing that.
that's awesome.
What's wrong with us?
He's inspired to do it now.
Oh.
We are soon to be at a
John, break it
location-
out. Break it out.
Do it, do it, do
Do
it,
it.
do it, do it. We're soon to be at a location which is near Martha's Dandy Cream. Now, this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
classic frozen treat stand that's been there since, I think, the 40s.
Yeah.
And they do Dole Whip. And they
Oh,
do,
Gil
I think,
likes your shirt.
oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I think you found this at a
Yes.
thrift location. This is a cool shirt. I love it. I think that Martha's will serve you 3 flavors of Dole Whip. They've got the standard pineapple Dole Whip. They've got, I forget the second one, but the one that just kills me is the mango. The mango Dole Whip is, wow.
See, I'm always,
Man, I gotta
I
get
always
that.
want the classic.
I gotta
just
get
'cause
that.
it's-
That is so good. So there you go. And like either of those would be great on a Mai Tai. Hello.
Oh, Mike, it sounds lovely.
Mm.
Okay, so I get okay.
Oh yeah. Who isn't a Herb Alpert fan?
Yes,
I mean-
Eric, we're reading your comment. Herb Alpert fan.
The
yes.
great thing about Herb Alpert and the whole Mixotica thing is that it was so huge in the 60s that if you want the material, it's available to you right now. I mean, any download location will get you this.
Oh, the mango is.
If you want to go free, you'll deal with a few ads. You can have the entire Alpert catalog from that period. I mean, you remember that this was originally just like a single recorded in his garage, and then there was an album because they had to do it, and then there was another album because they had to do it, and then there was another album because they had to do it. There still wasn't a band. There was no touring Tijuana Brass for like 3 years. And then suddenly there was a huge hit with a gum commercial,
Oh yeah.
and they had to get a touring band. So then he's like, okay, so we assemble a group of guys and they're going to tour and do it. And then there's this thing where it's like in the studio, it's Julius Wechter on vibes, and then on live, it's other guys. And that's just that was a well understood bit of ecology at the time. I'm using very
I
poor
have
terms.
to. I have to bust
It was
in.
well understood. I mean, bands like Paul River and the Raiders did the same thing.
I have to
so-
bust in. I use
Yep.
the word advisedly.
All right.
Devin says you got to put it somewhere they don't want to search, like a bra. Amy says, I
Well,
think they make bra flasks. I think you're correct, Amy. I think they do.
there are 2 devices out there that you can buy that will disguise what you're taking into the ball game. And there's one called the beer gut, which will put your beer right here. And if you're a guy, you sit there drinking your beer the whole time through a straw, and then your gut decreases. But there's also a device which is a bra that will hold your beer.
Yes.
And the ladies do that the whole time, and that actually decreases. And I think, well, that's a bit inequitable, as it turns out. However,
Although
if,
maybe they don't care.
if everybody's happy, then we're done. So that's
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah.
hilarious,
We
but
have friends who've seen Herb Alpert, like Herb Alpert, and they came to New York, and it was so expensive.
they were at a hotel. They were
Yeah,
at like
we didn't-
a hotel venue.
Yeah, we didn't go.
I mean, we actually saw Jack Jones at the
Algonquin.
venue at the Algonquin, which is very cool, very intimate bar.
Mhm.
But it's going to cost you. And our friends who saw Herb Alpert and Lonnie Hall were at a similar thing, and I forget the hotel, but they said, yeah, second mortgage on the house kind of money. Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, oh,
But if they're not going to regret it though, because it was so cool. Well, I feel like I need something now too.
Beer?
I was about to make a Mai Tai, but it's probably a bad idea.
Oh, do you?
I could ask the audience, but they're going to tell me to do it.
Do we?
I think we have the ingredients.
Well, we've got some Bruegel right here.
We do indeed. Ah, yes. Well, we've made great stuff. We've had the bowl, and we've had
The bowl was good.
one of these apiece.
I think
and
they've all
you
been
had
good.
You had a short round, It's a little late in the broadcast. I should really switch
Oh,
down.
Devin dropped the link. Thank
I will
you.
switch down. Oh, excellent. How nice.
Gil says, make one. See, you raise the specter.
Gil, you bastard. Well, I might take you up on that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the beer is a palate cleanser. I can help you with it if you want. You can have some. It's called a wine rack. Yes,
The wine rack. The wine rack. Thank you. Thank you, Devin.
I was trying to remember what it
I was
called.
trying to remember what it, I thought I was trying to remember what it was wine this, wine that, but it's the wine rack.
Wine rack.
And Dean's talking with the beer jugs.
Oh,
Ah!
jeez.
Yeah.
Hi, Dean. We might need some more. If you're going to do a Mai Tai, you probably need a little more citrus.
I got to tell you. Yeah, really should switch down because we've been going for
All
a couple
right.
hours.
His better angels
I will do
have
that.
arrived.
But folks, we will be here again.
And we will make
maybe
the Mai
we'll
Tai.
maybe we'll be right back here next
The Mai
week.
Tai mixed drink. And, we might make a number of Mai Tais. Who knows? There are a lot of formulas out there. There's one in here,
You know,
which
make
is,
the bad Mai Tais.
which is very different, but it's not a bad Mai Tai. There are a lot of Mai Tais out there that are bad Mai Tais, that are terrible
Yeah, there
Mai
are.
Tais.
Yeah, there are.
Most of the ones that I see are really not that bad, but they're kind of off. And then I've had some in person that were like, what the hell was that? And you think,
Wait, hold on. Roberta says, my friend and I might try to get over to Trader Vic's Emeryville for a Mai Tai for my birthday, just 10 miles away. Oh, I hope you do.
do it. Trader Vic's Emeryville is threatened because their landlord is a. I'm not even going to say it.
Don't say it.
He's a sack of something anyway. So they're threatened. I really need to win that
gotta try to
Powerball
find
and
this.
just buy the joint and say your lease is for 1,000 years. You
I
know.
gotta try to find this.
Anyway, I'll be back.
So, okay, wait. We've got a book in there. I gotta try to find this. I found a Mai Tai recipe that was so god awful that I actually took a picture of it. Hold on. They called it the wine Mai Tai. Even Glendora was disgusted. Ugh, I can't find it now. Anyway, oh geez. Okay, hold on. Oh, Eric's asking about a brunch episode. We could do that. We could do a brunch episode soon. I would love that. Oh, thank you. Oh, Mike says the Mai Tai I'm sucking down is authentic Kona. I love it. Oh, Julie, thank you for being here. Yay. I don't know where Paul went, but yeah, the wine Mai Tai was there was no rum in it whatsoever. Brunch. I know. It's probably too soon to get it together for this weekend. Plus, probably people are going away. But you think Trader Vic's would qualify as a historic landmark? I would think so. I don't even know what the story is. It's ugh. Yeah, the wine Mai Tai was it was bad. I'll have to find it again and post it because it was not good. Are you coming back? Will he be back? Quoting Tootsie again. I don't think we've ever done a Tootsie live broadcast, but maybe next week. People are signing off. I thought you might want to come say good night. He's cooking something up in there. Anyway, we'll just see what he's got going. Paul's like, are we still broadcasting? Oops. He's Cutwater Mai Tais in the cans are terrible.
Whose Mai Tais are terrible?
Cutwater.
Oh, I've never actually tried it,
Oh.
so I cannot pronounce. But if if anybody wants to give a review, we'll go from there.
He's got a big old Ballantine tall boy.
Yeah. Thank you, Gil. I appreciate the review. So anyway, yes, I have switched down to the Old Man beer.
Cheers.
This is the genuine Ballantine. This is my favorite of the Old Man beers, and as a matter of fact, it's available in tall boys. Isn't that a fun thing?
I'm fascinated that you have a favorite among the Old Man beers, but
I really do. It tastes different. I am also a fan of Genesee Cream Ale because we can get it inexpensively in 30 packs, and it's a really great, refreshing beer on a hot day.
that's not as skunky
Definitely.
as some Old Man beers, I
Some
have
of them
to
are.
admit. That
Some of them are.
some of them are very skunky.
There's like levels of skunk, like Grelsch, always skunky. I don't know what it is,
Skunk.
you know. But yeah, this one has a slight edge. It's just a little hoppy.
Mike and Margie next week in Vegas.
Oh,
Nice.
hello. Oh, aloha indeed.
Oh,
Okay.
John's having cheese balls for dinner, but with a rum and Dole Whip. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Skunky, yeah,
man.
skunky, like
Skunky.
Laverne and Shirley.
Skunky
Skunky flavor.
Gotta tell you. That's awesome. So by the way, Vegas, Zen Picks, we got to see what's going on there. We haven't been to Vegas in some years now.
Wait.
I'm trying to think.
Valley
if
Tequila 4-pack. What?
I don't remember. Anyway,
I love tequila.
tequila 4-pack, huh?
Oh,
Free?
wow.
Yay, you indeed.
I like free.
I
I like
that idea.
free. I'm all about that.
I'm trying to think. Have we ever gotten promo tequila? I don't think so. Promo rum, yes. We have featured on the show. We have certainly acknowledged the manufacturers. And we've gotten some really good stuff, like that rum bar stuff. Not the record
I
label.
don't think we ever have had tequila.
Promo tequila.
Promo tequila.
But,
Well, if you have tequila, oh no, we have. Sangre de Vida.
oh, yes. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I take it back. We have.
It's been a while. And that was actually in the family of Deadhead Rum, which
Yes.
they made some cool stuff, and they made a mezcal too, which was pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
but it's really hard for us to find that, so I can't replace the bottle right
I
now.
know.
But you know,
But we have
they do good product.
I noticed we have a bottle of Deadhead rum behind the bar. No. Well, okay, if you wanna. Oh, they reimbursed me. Oh, I'm intrigued, Amy.
One is intriguing.
He's grabbing the Deadhead. Has it been opened?
Yes, it has.
Oh, okay. I think we might be having a sipper of Deadhead.
Yep.
I don't know why. I don't even feel buzzed. What is wrong with me?
What's wrong with you?
Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you.
That implies that your tolerance is up.
Drinking a semi-adequate gimlet. I guess semi-adequate is better than totally inadequate, but yeah.
One does not want an
yeah.
adequate gimlet, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, Amy says I'll send you the link. Thank you.
Nope.
I would
Appreciate it.
appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have some Deadhead.
In the skull,
Mm.
of course. Clinky drinky.
I noticed Jimmy Psycho is now a rep for
Deadhead
Deadhead
representative.
rum. Yeah.
If we can only get him in New York State so he could actually get good
Mhm.
distribution for once. We have terrible
Devil in Paul's ear.
distribution on what's that? Terrible distribution on Deadhead product. And to the point
know.
where I remember years ago, our correspondent at the Lunwa was asking, where can I get this stuff? And I said, we know the gal. So I got in touch with her, and she said, call this. I called my guy. He'll get in touch with him. Apparently the rep goes into the joint, hands him one bottle, and storms out. Are you trying to sell product or not? The guy at Lunwa
Storms
wanted to do a
out.
whole promo with these cool like Sansa, these shrunken head bottles,
Ugh.
and a specific drink, and they just totally blew him off. Guys, wake up. Are you trying to sell product? Apparently no.
Well, I don't blame that on Deadhead. I just blame that on that
I blame
rep,
that on a
but-
distributor. Yeah,
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And distribution of booze in this area is weird anyway. It's like, do we want to get dark rum? Well, this stuff is going to cost us crazy amounts of money. So
And it's not even the fancy stuff.
we get it up north, where prices are much more reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Cross the border into New Hampshire, hint to the wise. And if you want to get, who am I thinking of? Karuba. I can get it in Jersey, but not here.
Oh, Gil says here in California it's hard to find. Interesting. Okay. Amy says I'd like to get the chocolate rum. I know it was so good. I would love to get it back.
Oh, that was crazy good.
Yeah, John says I've never seen Deadhead rum in
We
the center of
had, I think,
Massachusetts.
one or two
right?
promo bottles of that chocolate in the Monkey Head, which was awesome.
It was so good.
Awesome. And it's just, their distribution is just lagging behind the product. I just don't get it, you know.
Demand Deadhead rum.
And maybe you just go into your distributor and berate them enough that they really look into it and actually get off the assets, and maybe they can get you some stuff. Can I tell you? So, Johnny, you can still get the Valentine in the big cans. I suspect that you would enjoy this as much as the Schlitz that you've been schlinging, because it's actually...
He's been schlinging Schlitz?
Last time we saw him on the ground at Ohana, that's what he had. I had some of these.
When are we going to see you again, John?
Just asking. For a friend.
Oh, Cynthia says, I have some great earrings I made from Deadhead keychain hooks. Yes! We have some
Cool.
keychains. I did, I think I hung some on the Christmas tree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, the drinks. Oh.
You can never tell at these
I
things.
haven't had that, Daniel. I would love to try it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would be very interested
Yeah,
to check that out.
yeah. I would love to try it.
So Danielle, we will be seeing you shortly, like in about 30 days. If you happen to have
Right?
said chocolate rum and you happen to have a bottle like in your vehicle at the time, always interested to try. Ask me about things that we might have that I've mentioned on the air that I'm forgetting right now, and we can accommodate.
If anyone needs us
Just
to run liquor to Ohana.
That's not what I was talking about, but
Well,
if you actually do,
yeah.
if you want to do a trade, like I can't get this, talk to us. Because we're going to be there. There you go.
Oh, Gil says, is it legal for me to ship you a bottle of chocolate Deadhead? I have an extra bottle. I mean,
No.
only if they find out.
No, but so I'm not telling you to do it, and I'm not telling you not to do it. And my recommendation on such things is, I didn't tell you to do it, but if you have a shipping anything that's fragile like that, a lot of crush space with a lot of
Devin, so good to
a lot of
see you.
styrofoam peanuts is the way to go.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but
That's it. So, oh, excellent. Take care of food.
I know,
Absolutely.
we should probably
It is a
hit
good
the road too.
6:45 on the West Coast. You gotta get people going. Absolutely true.
7.
True. Okay, 7. Definitely time for food.
Yes. She is West Coast. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gil, thank you. I will send you our address.
We'll let you know,
Let me see if I
because
can. Yeah.
it's really difficult for us to get their products. Either
I know. I don't.
Either the Ka.
I didn't want you to get
tequila,
busted by the man.
tequila or mezcal, which is really good product. I remember they had like an aged tequila that was awesome. It was so good.
Yeah.
And they had such cool bottles. I think we actually had a spare bottle I gave to my neighbor. He thought, this is a cool bottle. And we have enjoyed like the standard, the flagship rum product is good. The specialty rum product is excellent. The chocolate rum product is a lot of fun. So I would like to enjoy the whole line, and the bottles are so cool. You know, they've gone through a few evolutions. We have a lot of them because they've sponsored us from time to time. If you ever attended any of our Tiki Oasis Symposia, then you probably had some Deadhead product because they sponsored us a few times.
Yeah.
And there's some really funny stories about that, but man, those are some great drinks. But definitely.
Oh, John.
Well, we appreciate that we could actually facilitate the process during Wednesday broadcast. I know that some of our correspondents here have had some issues lately of various sorts, and if we can help that by just giving you some other place for your brain to go for a while, that's very important. Well, and like, I'm glad to give you some other ideas, like, I've got this drink book from a completely different New York place that's got some great ideas, that kind of stuff. And maybe that helps to get the head going again.
Well, I hope
because
so.
it's very important. My head is frequently just not screwed on straight because of all the things that I'm thinking of.
Mm.
But well, I got this one over. I got this one over here.
Oh,
Helps keep it stable.
I
Helps keep it
know.
stable.
I
I'm telling
know.
you.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it together.
You
all.
will
We'll get
soldier
through it
through
together.
everything
We'll get through it together.
that you're facing.
Mm.
But certainly, if you're going to get a beer, make sure it's on one of these tall cans because you get a little bonus in there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you and we appreciate you for being here. I mean,
Please.
it's not just you, it's us too. Yeah, we're
Well, I will yak for a couple and a half hours on a Wednesday until I'm
thank
completely
you,
done.
everyone.
But if you're actually tuning in, you're taking a couple hours out of your time to do it. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We thank you. We appreciate that.
We do.
And by the way, some people cannot see us live because of circumstances, my job, blah, blah, blah. And they watch us in rebroadcast. So here's a shout out to all the people watching us 2 days from now.
Exactly. If you're watching
week
this
from
later,
now.
hi.
Hi. Thank you. Chime in the comments. Send me a personal so that I know that you watched because this thing is not telling me anything. I know who's tuning in right now with comments. I have no idea who is watching me in total.
Well,
I believe my buddy Desiree from work is potentially watching us, but I don't know.
Hi.
But she's awesome.
I
So-
appreciate the kind comments, and we feel the same way. We're grateful that you're here.
Yeah, without you here, I am talking to the wall.
Exactly.
And I could do that on my own time. Big deal.
Exactly.
But with you here, we got a thing. Got a thing going on.
So thank you.
But we just had, we just mixed a few fun things. It's just all baking over here, You could put this together into a pie. You could put it together into a drink. It's all what it is.
I know.
Just a little chemistry on a Wednesday. It used to be hump day. Now it's just like, I don't know. It's just it's sort of a transition day during the week. Glad to provide.
He says, "I'm so
people."
glad we had this time together." Exactly. Oh yeah. Cynthia says, "I'm often watching later time zones." Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Time zones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Please. Well, it's a fun thing. We've actually not been out in the tiki too much this year.
I know. Well, now we will.
Tiki.
It's finally warming up.
Finally get to that point. I like this setup a lot. It actually allows more freedom than when we're behind the actual bar, which we built, of course.
Jazz. We probably would, like, Apocalypse was like, oh, we're going to broadcast, we're going to live stream it.
Nuclear devices are not going to stop this broadcast if I have anything to do with it. And I think we know enough engineers to help us through that sort of thing. What you need to do is, but we can get that happening because as long as the net functions, we're good.
Yes, Carol Burnett, exactly.
Absolutely, Amy.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I was leading to.
Mike, I will take the suggestion when I get to Hawaii.
Okay, we'll check that out.
Hopefully not in too many.
Call her up. Yep.
Hopefully not in too many moons.
Hopefully not too many moons. And Amy is one of our correspondents who frequently will show up and say, "Have you tried this?" And she'll plonk down a can of some weirdo spam. I'm like, "No." And then we just throw it on the grill. So I treasure you folks who do this, and particularly Amy because I just named you. It's just, if you've got something whack job to throw on the grill, see me, and we'll go from there. This is all about the entertainment, folks. Food and beverage is part of the entertainment. Food and beverage is entertaining.
Oh.
You have seen our little tag at the bottom about Patreon.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Several of our correspondents are already sponsoring us, and we really thank you so much. It's awesome. Lisa being one of them. If you would like to sponsor us, just follow the link, and that will help us immensely.
Lisa, Abra, yeah.
Please.
Stein.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
If you go to our Amazon store and buy anything, not even from us, that will help us. And there's a few other ways to help us.
Wait. Hi, Michael.
Oh, hello,
Michael says, according to ChatGPT, the Velvetine Lounge Kitsch-en channel is a delightful online platform that caters to those who appreciate the charm and nostalgia of mid-century culture. The channel takes its name from the concept of velveteen, a fabric known for its softness and comfort.
Reflecting the
Reflecting the
cozy and
cozy and-
inviting
Whoa.
atmosphere it creates.
I wasn't sure it created an atmosphere, but there we go. I guess I
Whoever
cannot
wrote
argue
that,
with ChatGPT.
or whichever, yeah.
Robot wrote that.
Whichever bot came up with that, I appreciate it.
You focus on retro-inspired food, drinks, entertaining lifestyle.
Yes, group hug, everyone.
Maybe I need to start rethinking this whole AI thing.
I know, me too. I'm like, ooh, well, okay.
Maybe I've
Thank
been.
you for sharing that.
You
I'm
know-
gonna screenshot it.
You know, maybe I've been wrong.
I'm gonna screenshot it right now because I may never hear anything like that again.
You know, I have not been wrong because I support the Writers Guild strike, and like AI is BS, but that's hilarious. So you never know. You
It
never
made
know
it
what-
up. I've never heard. I've never done anything with AI in my life, but
No.
that's hilarious.
No, bloody hilarious.
It just makes me happy. Oh, all right.
Well, AI would not come up with the Old Man Beer Challenge, which I'm hawking right here. So there you go.
Oh God.
There is still life to
That
be
just
had.
kind of made me happy.
Still life to be had over the bridge, folks.
Flattering, huh? That's how it starts. Oh, where are we closing? Keep mixing. Oh God. Oh my God.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Gil.
I know.
For
I
Pete's sake, Gil.
know,
It's
I
been a couple
know.
hours. But just for you, my man.
Uh-oh, what are we doing here?
More Deadhead.
All right, well, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not even buzzed. How much have I had to drink tonight? I'm not even buzzed.
Well,
What a rip.
A few.
What a
Angela.
rip.
Hey, Gilmore. Rip off.
Rip off.
Gil demanded it.
Oh,
So,
Amy
you know.
says, plus, I like to randomly send you stuff in the mail.
Oh, we love that.
I get a thrill every time you do, Amy. Thank you.
It just kills me every time.
Oh.
It's just crazy.
Ha. Well, ChatGPT, that's kind of the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but it's perfect. I know Ryan right.
You know?
Oh, thank you. I keep saying like, I'm not even buzzed. And tomorrow morning I'm going to be like, I have a Zoom at 11:30.
Today, fun. Tomorrow, regrets. But we're still having a little bit of this excellent
Any
Deadhead Run
something
product.
weird fans out there?
You'll know.
Tomorrow, regrets.
You know.
You guys are certainly Velvetiki so smooth.
It's got, we frequently have threatened the existence or the creation of the after hours party on a separate broadcast, and I think we're kind of at that point right now where it's like late night Velveteens, you know. It's like, you know, where you break out the smoky stuff and
The
get some
after hours.
atmosphere. And that's where we get into the real drinks. Oh boy, you know. But no, we've been going for a couple hours and a half at this point.
Oh.
And I'm still good. I'm not going anywhere else. We've got some excellent stuff in front of us and to my side.
We can all sleep over vicariously. We've never done a slumber party, have we?
Not here. We have done brunch.
We've done brunch.
And we've talked about cartoons and cereal, which is what brunch is all about.
I'm thinking.
We do it again.
The Velveteen Lounge slumber party. BYO sleeping bag.
BYOS, you know. Could do a sort of like a communal slumber party by doing it on the broadcast, and you just keep going as long as you can. It sounds an awful lot like New Year's Eve.
Yeah, except New Year's Eve we don't go to sleep.
How many time zones can they do? You know.
Although Christy had a fun idea.
Yeah.
Like do 24 hours worth of time zones on New Year's.
Oh boy, am I going to need some amphetamines?
I think we might need help. Like we could do 24 time zones on New Year's if we had ringers to come in and like fill in for us. Like I'm gonna go take a nap.
I need our correspondents in Australia to actually start the whole mess.
Isn't New Year's Eve almost
And
a
go
slumber
from
party?
there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
It is.
It seriously
But I'm
is.
thinking if we did the 24 time zones like Christy was suggesting, then we might need ringers. So if anyone would like to spend New Year's Eve at the Velveteen Lounge, let us know.
I'm telling you, it's like the Jerry Lewis telethon. It just goes on and on and on. You need other people
Hi,
to
Pepper
jump in on you
Tree.
and do some entertainment. 5 a.m, you've got like You've got Dean Martin there saying, "Yeah, just have me another Scotch and soda. We'll go on this sort of thing."
I'm just thinking, like,
this is a pile. That's a Jerry.
if I make myself pretty for
Um,
New Year's, and then I go take a nap or whatever, like, what am I gonna look like after that?
Divine.
You did not just do that.
You would never look like 10 Miles of Bad Road on the air. It's true.
Oh, thank you.
One's just saying.
It's a long, great night. I know. So my sister was suggesting that we do 24 time zones for New Year's. I'm like, we could do that,
Unchain my heart.
but we can't do it by ourselves. Like, I think we need to.
I cannot.
We need people to help.
You've seen
So,
how we have done
yeah.
this for some years now. You really got to mainline the Prosecco. You lighten it up. You've got more staying power. You can go for a while. And the simple fact is, you can only have so much Prosecco before you're just supine. You've got to have people that jump in and say, "So anyway, we keep this going."
So we'll take the next hour while you go catch a little shut eye.
And then later we'll come back and we keep going. And it's like I
Oh.
really dig the idea of just keeping going.
Yeah, if you
like
can get
music
here,
festival.
you're hired. You can just make it a whole thing.
When you look at certain historical 24-hour events, you've got things like the music festival that happened fairly near here in 1969.
John says,
in
"Come on,
Saugerties."
pre-record some." I guess we could actually do that with StreamYard, but I don't know if we can go back and forth. That's the only thing.
That could be kind of challenging. But if we had the correct mixing, we could do just fine,
Mainline
huh?
Prosecco. Oh, yeah. If anyone could get here and you could just be our fill-ins. Like, I'm going to go.
We'll go for
I'm gonna go
about
sleep.
4 time zones, be dead to the world, and then come back in 4 hours. Hey, so anyway, here we go again. It's 8 o'clock somewhere.
Or you could just have like I don't know, like one of those little drink bobbing birds or something.
You mean the red bird hat with the top hat? That kind of thing?
Yeah. I could just
Yeah.
like, you could put it on that for an hour.
And it just keeps going.
Exactly.
Like people do this, and I don't even, that's not even my
Oh.
idea, but it keeps going, huh?
Yeah, Jerry Lewis never did his whole show, right?
No. So
James
from-
says, I could bring my DJ controller and play tunes. Oh, well, I'm for that.
If there's
I'm
one
for
thing,
that.
one actual category that we know, it is DJs. We could get a lot of DJs.
Oh,
and
that's
sets.
true. Pepper Tree, that's true. You could always throw the show to another window for a while.
Mm.
Yeah, you could. Yes.
You could raid over
You could right over.
to the, and away you go, which is hilarious.
Yeah, listen to
You
us
could do
using
it.
the lingo.
Oh well, we've been watching these things for a few years. I'm thinking, yeah,
Oh.
that could kind of work.
Oh, Pepper Tree, I love that idea. Oh, thank you.
You don't say.
Maybe we could do it with you.
Well, we've already successfully shared the screen for once
We
with
did
guests
last
because
week.
our
We
old setup
did.
didn't really allow that, but the new setup is like, oh yeah, sure.
A
You can just kinda keep
giant
punching back and forth.
hourglass. Instead of you, a bubbling cocktail bird. Exactly. We could be the Velvetine Lounge
Hilarious.
West for a few hours. Yes! I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh.
Oh man, we could provide you with a few formulas,
Yeah,
and you
these-
mix, and away we go, and it's all awesome.
These DJs raid over to other DJs on Twitch. It's like, they just like send their whole broadcast over. And it's like, yeah.
When the
But then
DJ
you-
has been going for like
Right.
6 hours, it's like, I'm done. It's just like raid, and it's just like
Mhm.
raid as in the bug spray. Raid over, and then away you go. The entire group en masse goes over to another DJ, and you go. During the pandemic, this was happening for hours at a
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Like people were just doing this for 12 hours. Contemporarily, I think that has reduced quite a bit because people have to get back to work. But
Yeah.
it's not like people weren't working then. I worked 5 days a week during pandemic, so there you go. But
Oh, Pepper
Hello.
Tree, yes,
Yeah.
cocktails and appetizers, yes. I love this idea.
Mm,
I think we could cover all 24 times though.
I think both you and we can provide
great drink and food ideas. Like, I found this in the back of McCall's 1965 handbook, and then fun stuff happens, you know. Those cheese straws, those cheese balls, other things involving cheese, blah, blah, blah. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
It's sort of like every inane thing that happened in the mid-century, we are in control of. Now, that's kind of what we do. That's kind of what we do here. But 2.5 hours in, like, I'm still enjoying an old man beer.
I know, me too.
With my lady over here.
I'm enjoying a
You're enjoying a more contemporary quality.
It's not really
beer.
an old man beer.
This is a different kind of quality that I'm talking about here. Ballantine is no longer
It's a
made
different kind of quality.
Ballantine is no longer made by Ballantine. It's made by Schlitz, just so you know.
And cheesy
But they're making it
twos.
well.
Oh.
So.
And cheesy too.
Well, if I'm going to do a 24-hour broadcast, I'm totally getting in touch with Lou and saying, would you like to feature rum bar product for 24
Those wouldn't be cheesy.
hours? It wouldn't be cheesy. No, it would be quality material. But 24 hours of rum bar? Wow.
Sedley says, this idea makes a compelling reason for several of us to fly across the country for New Year's Eve. Oh, Abra, thank you.
If you ever show up here, alone and cold, come on in. We'll take care of you. That's the thing.
Cold.
If you're actually we've often said this on the show, if you're passing through our area for whatever reason, it's like, this thing's happening, I don't know, I had to go through, I'm on I-84, let us know. You're going right past the house.
Oh my gosh, John, that would be so funny if everyone had the same looks.
Well, yeah, we could kind of handle that.
Inanity is our middle name. Off the walls where we live.
We need like the sort of standard Velvetiki Lounge shirt / A-line dress, and then everybody could actually be in uniform.
You could just wear whichever version you prefer.
Yeah, you can go with that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Oh, Paul, are you able to get Lowenbrow? I have not seen Lowenbrow on this coast. Can we? I don't think we can.
I have not seen that at our locals. We have a couple of really good local stores that will sling beer, and I've not seen the Lowenbrow product. And well, first of all, is it still being made? And second of all, is it sort of a niche product where it's being like marketed to Columbus, Ohio, and Indiana, but
I just
nowhere
remember,
else?
like, I grew up seeing Lowenbrow commercials.
Oh yeah, well, I remember those commercials very well. Go to Livenbroy.
Yeah, no. Now, is it, okay, hold on. Is Lowenbrow still being brewed? Still produced in Munich. Okay.
So the genuine Lowenbrow is still being made. The American-made product that's aping off of the name, I don't know. Who made that back in the day? Lowenbrow.
That's a good question. I haven't seen it lately, but I haven't been looking for it either.
That doesn't mean too much. It's true.
Exactly.
It's true.
Oh, you can still get it in Canada and border states. Okay. All right. You need a bad liquor store. Oh, a Velveteen Lounge shirt. I would buy one. Oh, thank you. Oh, all right. Well, maybe we can work something out.
Well, we've had various product over the years, including pint glasses, cocktail glasses.
Right?
And, what other glass would we do? Oh, shot glasses we did. Yeah, definitely.
Glasses, wine glasses.
And the wine glasses. We still have the wine glasses. If you need wine glasses, let us know. We can ship you a set of however many you need.
Yeah, but message us because I don't even think they're in our store.
I don't think they're in our store anymore. Let us know what you're interested in. We can figure out the shipping, blah, blah, blah. Not a big deal. We ship safely, of course.
I'm looking. I don't think we have them in there because the pricing's so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yeah, we have to do like separate pricing for everyone.
Yeah, but we still have the towels in a dark blue and the maroon, and they're looking awesome.
John has the glasses. Oh.
No Martini glasses. Yeah, we probably actually showed you those in person.
Yeah, Doug and I could do a mirror ball to drop at midnight. That's what we do. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Exactly.
Yes, we could do that. Yes. Okay. All right. Pepper tree. New Year's. I
Talking
love
about
it.
The 30 plus trees
I love
Christmas
it.
forest.
Oh, Satellite has the T-shirt. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the T-shirts that we did a few years ago. That's awesome.
Oh, it
Thank
makes
you.
me so happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The reference to the 30 plus trees Christmas forest. Yeah, we got that going on.
Ryan says Lone Brow is still pretty standard up here. Okay.
Good,
All right.
Good. The 30 plus trees around these parts is potentially more like 50 plus trees.
But ours aren't all. Ours are
saying.
most of ours are small.
Most of them are small. Most of them are small.
Yeah.
But 30 full-size trees is crazy.
Yes, let's do it. Pepper tree. I love this idea. This will be so much fun.
I love the whole like East Coast, West Coast. We need a middle of the country thing, you know? Albuquerque maybe.
Chicago.
Oh, Shy, absolutely. We have correspondents in Chicago.
We do.
These things could happen. It would be a very different vibe. Our correspondent in Chicago, who publishes Bachelor Pad magazine, I kind of feel like
He's in Champaign.
He would have
the bubbly city.
He would have to come up with something that looks exactly like the early '60s Playboy television show, Playboy's Penthouse. If he could do Playboy's Penthouse with his models,
he's in Champaign.
I can't even imagine how cool that would be.
Oklahoma, yeah, that is also also the middle of the country. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Seriously. Well, if people are actually game, and we have correspondents in Oklahoma, I believe
we can add.
Tulsa
I
is
think
the
we
bag.
can add up to 8 people to the broadcast at one time. So
It's a lot of coordination, but well.
Yeah, but
we're game.
We are game.
We're game.
Are you signaling me?
No. I'm not.
I thought you were signaling me.
No.
Okay.
I'm just...
Playboy's Penthouse. I think we every week this comes up. Like,
yeah.
Like Playboy After Dark or whatever.
Look, there are 2 shows with Playboy. Around 1960, there's something called Playboy's Penthouse. It lasts for about a year. And then around 1969, there's a show called Playboy After Dark that lasts for 2 years. And Playboy After Dark has every rock band that you want to see in that era on the show with Barbie Benton. It's just craziness. Playboy's Penthouse has like people like Cy Coleman, which is extraordinarily cool. It's really great. And like the Penthouse was from Chicago. Playboy After Dark was definitely from Los Angeles. It is very professionally produced, and it was just a cool show at the time. You watch these episodes, you're like, whoa, what the hell was this? Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'm just thinking, what if we could get a band like the Clams?
I think if we worked really hard for a long time, we could get a band like the Clams. And maybe we could have a whole show based around such things.
But if we could have like Pepper Tree and us and the Clams, or like they might already have plans, but you know what I mean, like.
You never know, but you have to ask.
This could be so fun. It'd be like the most epic New Year's Eve, bro. It would be like no one would even watch.
Why would you?
New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Why would you bother with New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Why would you even bother?
People, I just gotta tell you, Dick Clark is no longer with us. There's no reason to watch New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Although last year, Duran was on.
Well, they did well. Truth.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did well. We had just seen them at the Madison
Aubrey bought the latest Clam CD. Oh, wonderful! Yay!
Awesome.
Enjoy.
I love it. I love the latest Clam CD. She's on the cover of the whole thing. Oh wow!
So flattering.
But you know, it will
flattering.
It will grace your hi-fi unit so well.
I hope so.
It sounds great wherever I play it. I love that album. Ceviche, baby. And maybe we need to have more ceviche. I don't know.
Oh, Guy Lombardo was long gone.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I love the fact that Guy Lombardo did this for so many years. I know that you've got archival video of him from 1953 and 1972. There's all this stuff with Guy, and you can just buy the record. You buy the record, and like 13 minutes before midnight, you put it on, and suddenly you get to like 11:59, and they're playing Auld Lang Syne. That's awesome.
Thank you, Opera. I really appreciate it. Dime says we have 2 seasons here as well in Chicago, winter and road construction.
That kind of sounds like
Oh, that's kind of New York too.
sounds like Providence, Rhode Island. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. So look, if you've been watching us for as long as you have, you understand.
Yeah, we're going on 3 hours. This is crazy.
Oh, good grief. I guess we gotta get off the air. People, it's been awesome to see you, but I gotta go to bed. You know how to support us. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Right? Oh, right there. It's right there at the bottom of the screen.
Oh.
Patreon helps us a lot. All of our patrons, I really appreciate. Always. You can be a patron for us for as low as $5 a month. Okay. There's also
we have some patrons here, and thank you.
Please. I know the patrons who are here. Thank you. Please. It makes us happen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having us this evening. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Oh.
Our Amazon store is still active. You can go there. You don't have to buy anything.
You don't have to buy anything from us.
Just grab something from Amazon, and it helps us. And we still have merchandise. We still have the 45, 2 Christmas songs. We still have the wine glasses, Glendora, and we still have the towels. I don't know how many towels we have, but we have enough.
Some.
The bar towels are awesome. They're very absorbent because they're half cotton, so that really helps. And that's all I can say about that. Enough of a plug. You've watched us for 2 3/4 hours, which means you're awesome.
Yes.
I can keep going for a long time, but so what?
You're like, we love you. I know. But you know.
So what?
You know.
You are the reason we're here, because otherwise I am spitting into the wind. And there's no point to that whatsoever. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday. Someone called it Hump Day. I don't think that has any meaning anymore. But in the middle of the week, maybe you have a little bit of fun called the Velvetiki Lounge Kitchen. Well, we're going to keep doing it until they tell me my time is up. So here we go, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Watch out for what's happening next week, because we'll let you know. Another fun thing will happen. We are at that point. We're actually on like right past Memorial Day, so who knows? Maybe it's just like beginning of summer. We could always do that sort of like live at the grill action.
We just gotta get that
awesome
Wi-Fi situation straightened out.
We'll make it happen. I'll try right now to make that happen.
Okay.
Thank you for all of our correspondents who have had fun ideas. If you think they're being glossed over because my brain is right now, I've been going for 3 hours, send me a personal. We'll go from there. If you would like to express any, personal ideas, same thing. If you want to order a product, let us know. And as always, and this is true at the beginning and the end of the day, wherever you are and whatever you do, remember, we will see you soon.
Good night.